Guys, welcome to session 23. Yeah, 23. Getting long in the tooth in this campaign. Let's do the normal recap of session 22, which I wrote up and I will pull up right now. Okay, beginning at the doorstep of the hermit Romney, the mercenaries were beckoned inside. Airwalk was apprehensive, but Zidar, not sensing any danger or caring and smelling something good cooking from inside, pushed the elf aside and proceeded indoors. Eventually, everybody followed suit. The humble abode is but a single room, containing a small fireplace, a table, several chairs, a small writing desk, and a bed with a small chest. A kettle boils, hung from an iron hook above the fireplace. It seems the old man was preparing dinner. Romney's pet, Whiskers the Weasel, is perched on his master's shoulder and eyeballs you and the dog curiously. He offers you to sit and gather around the table. Zidar, ignoring this, rudely walked over to the kettle and began to ladle out stew, slurping it down without a bowl or utensils. The old man cocked an eye at this and simply held his hand up in the direction of the wooden bowls upon a small table. Settling down, the old man relayed a shocking tale. Several days ago, he witnessed the mayor and his family being brazenly kidnapped in broad daylight in the middle of town. The old hedge wizard followed, tracking them across the farmlands to the northeast and into the dim forest, eventually coming to the Rushmores, a vast swampland to the east of Orlane. Following them into the swamp, he tracked them to the foot of their lair, and being but a single man, he turned back, hoping to meet up with the mercenaries, you, and relay the information. In summary, he explains that whatever is the source of these trouble in Orlane very likely has the ability to control minds, or at least, hypnotize or mastery over minds. Many of these people he followed, he had known for years, and they were good people, farmers and such. Lastly, he goes to the chest at the foot of his bed, and revealing that he was quite the adventurer in his youth, removed several items of powerful magic, including a cloak, a wand, a ring, and several potions. He stresses that whatever is causing the horrors must be stopped fast, for the region is dying. He hopes these items will aid you in your quest to root out the evil. So the following morning, you guys made your way out of Orlane after a very long and eventful 2 weeks. And following the tracks across the farmland, many of the outlining farms appeared abandoned. This is like what Romney was saying. That area indeed seems to be dying. Airwalk, however, got the sense their eyes were on the party as they passed tall cornfields and several of these abandoned farms. Nevertheless, the group moved on until the farms began to become few and far between, and you entered the plains. Near sundown, you came to the edge of the dim forest. The party made camp just within the tree line and was unmolested during the night. There did, however, occur an interesting conversation between the fighter and the elf that amounted to an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object. The following day was spent trekking through the dim forest, renowned for its thick canopy in which sunlight can barely pierce, a hushed wood of watchful creatures and various dangers. Near sundown on the day, the group was waylaid by a band of goblins lying in ambush. Airwalk tracked ahead, mindful of his surroundings, noticing a pair of glinting eyes in the twilight. He tried to draw his blade, but it became stuck in the hilt, and the rest of the party, seeing this and realizing the imminent danger, reacted quickly. Loman rushed behind several trees and drew a sling. Talissa drew forth a small piece of bark, transformed her skin into that of bark, and rushed into the fray, sickle in hand. Zidar followed suit. It wasn't long before the elf was completely surrounded by goblins, with his blade still stuck in the hilt. Being swung at from all directions, he miraculously was able to avoid the onslaught. Finally, he was able to remove the stuck blade and return a blow. Both Loman and Talissa were unable to land hits. but the fighter was able to viciously cleave several down, completely severing the arm of one and the head of another. It wasn't long before they began to disperse and scatter into the woods, at which point several more were dropped on their way out the door. Currently, Zadar is covered in blood, and his new plate mail has several large dings in it from the blows of the goblin's clubs, but otherwise unhurt. Indeed, the only thing hurt in this excursion is most likely the Grugok's pride for not being able to remove his sword quicker. The sun has gone down now, and it's very dark. Soon, the humans will be able to will be unable to see without a light source. There is an abandoned wagon a short distance to the south, and upon examining it, you notice that all valuables appear to have been looted or scavenged. There is spatterings of blood and several shafts, arrows stuck into the side. And you see a small chest with what appears to be a puppet or a marionette broken and shattered on the floor, but nothing else of interest. And that's where we'll pick up.
Pinocchio.
Hey,
Pinocchio. Is that
wasn't
you,
that
Pinocchio?
what the serial killer called the Puppet Master?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple movies called The Puppet Master. Horror
He wasn't
movies.
a serial killer, but
Oh,
yes, there was some there was
That dude
somebody
could
called.
eat a bowl of cereal like nobody else in the
It wasn't a serial killer, Dwayne. Do you remember the specifics
I'm trying to
of the one?
remember. Weren't there
So
missing children or something?
so there was somebody known as the Puppet Master and Hakak who was putting on some type of strange performance art for underage kids dressed as a woman, and he was caught molesting some
Oh,
of the children.
jeez. That's right.
And
I
and
remember that.
he has blue hair. He has blue hair
With green tint.
and
Uh-huh.
with green tint. He tends to wear you know, rainbow flag patch on his arm, uh, and or actually
Ruffy,
rainbow pantaloons.
little hair on the facial hair.
Yeah, oh, of course, he's got a full goatee, and
Huh.
you know, like so. But yeah, he was putting on this strange performance art where like he would read stories to them and have them sit on his lap and then do some you know, kind of a striptease dance, and the parents found out about this and they chased him out, and he's wanted though for when many of the kids came forward that he had touched them inappropriately, so he was run out of town. Parents actually put a bounty on him. The city guard wants him, you know, obviously to be bought back for to try him, but the parents want him dead. Like they've hired literally bounty hunters to go after the guy. He hasn't been heard from since. He was seen though crossing or on the road heading out from Hakak. So,
Oh,
but no
God.
one's yeah. So no one's seen him since though. So that's the backstory on the puppet master thus far.
Hmm.
Yeah, Kober,
I was
the noble
suspicious of Cobra.
Kober, the nobleman priest who hasn't been seen. I mean, he showed up in Orlane, but he disappeared. He must have left the next morning. He knew about the guy and definitely, you know, had was looking for him.
Said he was in on it.
No, he was looking for him.
Hunting him.
He was hunting him for the city, not the mercenary type. So yeah,
Um,
so it's been ransacked. Again, there's shafts of arrows stuck in the side, spatterings of blood, um, some clothes thrown around. Uh, Not much else though. Small wagon. The wheel is busted on it. It definitely. I mean, it looks like the goblins that you encountered had
had
ransacked
their way
this,
with it.
had their way with it. Yeah, it would seem so. I mean, the forest is notorious for many denizens, you know, or chaotic denizens. So could have been
Yeah.
something else, but it would be quite the coincidence if it turned out to be creatures other than the small band of goblins that you just encountered. But again, the sun is going down. I mean, it's very hard to tell in here because it is the dim forest, but there is, sheets of light that actually can pierce it in some areas, and you could tell that twilight. It's past twilight. The sun has gone down.
Okay, we need
Light
to
is
find a place to
fading
So
camp.
are you team Airwalk? Or are you team Loman?
I'm team no one.
You gotta choose a side, man. It's Twilight thing.
Oh God, dude.
Ah,
No, no,
ah,
Dude, drink some
no,
coffee, man.
no.
Or it's
I
just like,
might
what
do
the
that.
fuck?
I might do that.
I
Are you talking
have
about
no idea what you guys are.
Twilight the
talking.
book? Is that what you're referring to? I hope
I don't
not.
know the book, the movies, yeah.
Oh, I know. I have
Everybody
never
was like
seen. I've
team
never seen it.
somebody and team somebody
Yeah,
else.
I seem to remember that, but
I don't even remember who they were.
I have never seen the movies and I've never read the books,
I
but I
have three
found it.
daughters. I have three
ah.
daughters
Oh,
between the
see, you got to
ages of
have mercy on
18
me.
and 27. Okay, they grew up through Twilight, and
Yeah,
they
that's
all.
Ah, yes.
yeah, that's why I don't. Yeah, I have no idea about that book. I remember laughing at it, but to each their own. Okay,
We're
guys.
gonna see Spencer turn his camera to the side, and you'll see the entire box set of the Twilight series.
Special edition,
That would be
special
Signed in
signed
gold leaf.
editions. Can everybody see the map?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And as I recall, we still have one full day of travel to get to the Rushmore. So is that right?
Yeah,
Yeah, so we need to
very
find a
good.
place to camp here.
Oh, that's
Yes.
easy.
Well, yeah,
Yeah,
you just sleep in a tree. The rest of us like a bit more comfort.
Oh, come on now. It's comfortable up in the trees. You just got to find the right way to perch. You, being Loman, the forest gnome,
Yes,
would understand and comprehend this.
yes, true.
So,
But our
must have gotten-
human
Yeah, but
companions
you-
aren't as used
little
to it.
guy, you must have gotten citified.
but gnomes are creatures of comfort, though.
Yes.
I'm sure that gnomes are definitely creatures of comfort.
So we take a little bit of tall grasses and bundle them up, and then put him like a little nest up there, not to be mistaken by an eagle for its nest to carry him away.
Right.
But
Yeah, that would not be good because he definitely could get carried away too. Here's what you find. You want to see what you find?
yeah, I went
Right
and
there.
searched the whole
Oh,
freaking.
sweet.
Oh,
What-
nice.
Was there anything of value hidden in any hidden compartments in the wagon, anything like that?
No, not that you could see. No.
Was the wagon usable?
No, the wheel was completely shattered.
Does Zadar have an axe?
I don't know, does he?
Notice there's 3 beds in the camp, so Airwalk's
That-
sleeping in a tree.
That was on
That's right.
purpose.
That's
Yeah.
perfect.
Let's see if he does. In
What do
fact,
you want?
I will give one of you guys access to Zidar right now until Tommy gets here. Hopefully everything's cool. He might have gotten hung up at work, so here. Zidar is now free. Free Zidar.
Who wants to take him?
Zadar, I'll pick him up.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna drop you guys on.
I'm so used to running multiple things as it is. This is a piece of
Oh,
cake.
the scale's wrong.
Skills. Let's see. No, he does not, and I'm not gonna dull his sword up. That would be horrible. Has anybody got a club? A hammer? I want
I
to
have
destroy.
a
I
club.
want to destroy this fucking.
Calissa has a club. I don't know what you want to do with it, but
Well, a club's not gonna work. We need like a maul or a mallet.
What are you
or
trying to
something.
do?
Break this wagon apart. To
He
see if
just
there's
wants to
anything
smash the
hidden in it.
puppet.
Okay.
Oh,
you
the
can-
puppet. That's right. No, I want to pick up the puppet.
Oh no.
It's the puppet. The puppet is a little bit smashed, but I mean, still serviceable.
Does it have a head?
Is it creepy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are there strings lying around?
Uh,
Like
not that you can.
for the puppet itself?
No,
Is it
but it could be. I mean, things are scattered around a bit, so I mean, it could be scattered amongst the bushes.
I want to look for a little bit of like thin rope or cordage,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'm gonna make a noose out of that, and I'm gonna put it around the puppet's neck, and then I'm gonna hang it from a limb up above the tree across the trail.
Okay.
Too high for a standard human on a horse to reach.
Uh-huh. Okay, the sun is going down. You have managed to do this in about 15 minutes. Sun is down.
Awesome. And then underneath it, I'm going to carve like an X trench into the ground. One that will, if a hard rain comes through, it'll wash away. But if not, it'll last for some time.
Okay. Can be done. Left a forest warning. How long do you want, so you can move where you guys want.
I just have to step away for the minute. The dog needs to
You're
go out.
you're fine, dude. Go
Okay.
for it.
Oh, I need to let the cat out of the room for a moment.
Okay. Cat out of the bag. Okay, token lock is it's
That's out of the
unlocked.
bag.
So Scoot, yeah, you can do all of this. I mean, we'll say that this is you haven't made camp yet. I just pulled out this map prematurely, but yes, you can do all this. It takes about 15 minutes. You did find some rope.
Good.
You didn't find the string to the marionette or the puppet anywhere, but it could have been in another box that
This
they
thing
carried
fucking comes
off.
to this thing comes to life. Fucking, it's gonna be fucking hanging.
It's gonna be hanging. It's
Oh, and I wanted to tie its hands behind its arms too. I forgot about that.
can
Forgot
do
to
that.
mention that.
Yeah, there's twine. You actually find some twine. For what that he had this, you don't know. But again, there was a bunch of stuff scattered around. They might have taken the strings and everything to the puppet, and because it was in another box or just stuck on something. But yeah, they smashed everything open. One of the wheels completely smashed.
And we think it was the goblins that did this.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying the goblins that you encountered
But
are
do they
right in the
have any
vicinity.
kind of possession? These kinds of possessions on them? I mean, were they carrying
No,
off loot?
no.
So we should kind of search around where I saw them.
Yeah, they had clubs on them. They didn't have anything else on them.
Yeah, I want to kind of go to where I saw them, and I want to kind of search around that area. I'm going to be paying attention for any kinds of traps.
You don't
I'm
see.
also going to kind of just blend into the woods.
There you go. Okay. Yeah, you find some feces. Very likely goblin feces. Somebody took a shit back
Hmm.
there when they were waiting, but you don't find
True.
anything else. You can't.
Okay.
I will say that you can tell that they were slinking alongside the road, so they may have been following you for. It looks like there's some tracks leading parallel.
Okay. I like that.
There's not a lot of underbrush here.
How many more was do the number of footprints that I see track with the number of goblins that we fought?
It lines.
Okay.
You ran into at least 12 of them, and it kind of, yeah. Remember, they came at you from multiple directions, but from the
Mhm.
trucks, like
Yeah.
over by the wagon and in here, it jibes with what you're seeing.
And what kind of scents what do I smell in the air now?
You don't smell goblin BO, is if that's what you're asking. It's the air smells clean in here.
That's what I'm looking for right there. So I'm smelling clean air now.
Yeah, you don't smell goblin
Okay.
or any type of filthy demi-human for that matter.
Perfect.
The sun.
Talissa is gathering mushrooms. I see that there's mushrooms on this.
Are you doing that in the dark?
Um, well, there's campfire. There's a campfire, right?
No, I shouldn't even have pulled this up until you guys were. So right now, when Airwalk was doing that, I'm just going to assume that you removed the light, but you guys still need to gather firewood and make camp. But you have a torch on you right now. That's what I'll it's common sense that you would have pulled one out or a lamp. Do you have a lamp?
No, I just have a torch.
Who
Oh,
is
that's
doing
right.
the light?
Wrong game for the lamp.
Yeah, I think no, but I think Loman might actually have one. Let me see here.
Zadar has a couple torches, no lantern, but he does have oil.
Oh,
Okay,
I thought we
For a
so
were.
lamp.
I thought we
Loman
were lighting the campfire like
Loman has a
before it got
lantern.
dark.
Loman has a lantern.
Yep, and I've got
Okay.
4 flasks of oil on Zadar that I'm carrying for him. And Airwalk gave up all the flasks of oil, I think, to Loman that he had because he was carrying some for a while.
And to keep it simple, I mean, you guys are no strangers to this. There is wood. You can easily find it. It takes about 25 to 30 minutes to make camp.
Our
Um,
puppet isn't visible from our. It's not like
No, in
visible
fact,
from where we're sleeping,
no.
right?
In fact, the glade that you guys found is near where this, but it's actually a peaceful glade, a little bit south of the position where the wagon is. Southwest, I should say.
I'm gonna look specifically for opportune ingress into our campsite, and I'm going to build some rudimentary traps,
Okay.
tripwire type traps, things of that nature.
Okay. You can do that, definitely, especially being a Grugok and your abilities.
And a xenophobe.
Yeah,
Hey, just because we're the superior
the superior race.
beings, we're beyond race, we're beings. We've existed longer than any of the rest of you. How can we not be?
Hmm.
We live
I'm gonna.
longer than all of you.
That's true. I'm gonna say that you've accomplished this without too much trouble. Um,
Okay, perfect.
I'm gonna say all of this. You doing that in tandem while they break camp has been about 35 minutes,
Perfect.
and the air doesn't smell any different. In
So,
fact, it's gotten
can I
quiet.
sense like
Yes.
the humidity level? What's the humidity level like now? We
Nor
have a low pressure cell coming in, or is it a high pressure cell?
I don't know what that means. So
it's
it feels normal for this time. It's fall, right?
fall.
Or,
Okay.
or what equivalent to fall. So it doesn't. There's no extremes either way. It just feels
Okay.
just feels like a normal day. It was a little cooler, if you remember. The temperature
Yep.
dropped kind of rapidly in here, but things have
But that's
seemed
kind
to
of
kind of
expected coming into a
yeah,
dark forest.
heavily canopied. Yep.
It's more of I Airwalk will feel much more comfortable.
Airwalk's been happy as ever to be in here. Loman, is there anything specific that you
He's
would
even
like to
saying
do?
nice things to everybody.
I know he's happy.
I wanna.
Loman, yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna make up my bed. Sure it's gonna be nice and cozy.
Hmm.
Um, anyone need healing? Check what I've got for spells. Or we
I can tell you.
retire.
I tell you what, there, Loman.
What's that? Airwalk.
Oh, this is Zadar.
Oh, Zadar. Okay.
I got beat. I got beat by one of those goblins a little bit. I
Okay.
could use a little bit of your help. I mean, if
Okay.
you could tend to me overnight, maybe just a little smidgen of help from you would be going a long way.
Well, I've got some
As
heal.
my grandpappy used to say back on the farm in the homestead up north,
I love it.
an ounce of prevention is worth 20 pounds of cure.
The
So let's
Lord.
prevent me from dying so I could keep and cure you all from getting your asses kicked.
Fair enough.
I like how he's a Lort Mill yokel. I like that. He's definitely from Hamlet, dude.
Oh my god.
He's definitely from Hamlet.
Oh, that was a good roll.
That might be from yeah. That was an amazing roll. And
For
remind.
Talissa,
What?
Wow,
No, buddy.
wow,
Oh wow.
You definitely outdid yourself.
I didn't even have to
wow.
ask.
That's some
Thank
great
you.
healing. So
I can't turn,
Loman,
but I can heal.
you can
Right?
turn. You've done. You've
Oh,
turned.
actually, my turning has started to work.
Yeah. So let me ask. Um, you have. Remind me
Don't
again
need.
of your
Oh, did
your
You heal. You
natural.
healed. Oh, you
I don't
healed
think
stuff.
Airwalk
Nice.
needed healing. Did
Yeah,
he?
he needed a
He
few.
was down
Yeah,
Yeah,
3.
yeah,
So
he was
and
down
he
a
got
little bit.
exactly 3.
the
Yep.
healing proficiency gives, like, if I tend to someone, they'll gain 2 instead of 1 overnight.
One. Okay.
Yeah.
I believe too. I mean, does and here's some honest role playing points right here. Does having a comfortable bed make any difference with that, or is this just in
You have
general?
to have a comfortable bed
That's what I
and be in a
thought.
comfortable environment to get the bonus to the healing.
That's what I thought. Thank
Yeah.
you. Honest
And
role
that's a
playing rewards.
combination
Yeah.
with healing and
Yeah.
herbalism.
If you have, healing and herbalism, you can get 3 per day.
Yeah, and it's 100% bed rest, correct?
Yes.
All right. So let's see here. Very good.
She's my diamond girl.
All right, guys. What's the watch? Are we gonna do it usual? We can breeze through it, but you guys want to just the usual watch orders?
Yes.
Airwalk can take 2 shifts if anybody feels like they need more rest as he looks at Loman and thinks of how he needs to be comfortable. And
Probably the best, like most efficient, mechanically speaking, would be Talissa, Loman, Aerowalk, Sidar. Would you
Well, in
say
the
that?
party sheet. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a Callista's first for sure.
Okay. Does this sound good to you guys? You know what? I need to write it down in here. So who, by default, who would you guys want to take first watch always? Talissa?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
could
You
put
can change this at any time. You can change it any time, but I've never put the numbers in here, so I'm doing that now.
yeah. Maybe
All right.
I'll take
So
the last watch.
okay.
well, we would say Zadar would take it because of the sunrise coming up and he'd have more lighting to be able to see.
Well, I'm in the
You
same
have-
boat.
Oh, you are too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
He's a gnome.
you know,
Well, I mean, forest gnomes don't have it. Other gnomes do have it.
Yeah. They have a few different nuances, don't they?
Hmm.
Yep. Their
Yeah.
favorite enemy is different too. It's not.
well, we're
Yeah.
looking at 12 hours of darkness at best.
Yeah. And I mean,
Mhm.
if you
That's 3-4
darkness is a
hour
loose term
shifts.
in the dim, right? You
Yeah.
know, darkness
Well,
in
I'm
the
talking
dim.
in general terms.
I know.
of,
No.
watch
I know.
order.
I know what you mean.
I mean,
So who's?
we
Yeah.
could do a 3-way split and get a full coverage. Because if travel's 10 hours, 2 hours camp setup, and then 12 hours sleep, nighttime, you know, 3-4 hour watches gets us through it all.
But regardless, I mean, for like, we still need to know the order. So
I'll go
Talissa.
2.
Okay.
I'll be in the middle
Okay.
because I can see.
Yeah.
Mm.
That definitely makes sense. The
And
hell
I
just
don't need
happened
as
there?
much sleep as everybody else. So
That's true. You and your.
I can be alert, and while everybody else has, you know,
I forget. I always forget that they need the uninterrupted meditation for what is it again?
4
4
hours.
hours.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty
So
cool.
I could get that right after dinner, and
Yeah.
Yep.
Pretty cool. I like
but
that.
or even after my third watch or the second watch.
Or during Talissa's watch.
Yeah, I'm first watch.
No, because I want to bug Talissa.
No.
Why's everybody? I want to give Talissa a hard time.
Okay, guys, we're gonna get to the first watch right here. Let's see what happens.
Right.
Nothing compares.
Calissa, it's an uneventful. You do hear the owls again. Temperatures dropped a little bit, but not too drastically.
Okay.
Airwalk.
Yeah, it's me.
Same
Yeah,
thing. You
bring it.
thought you think you heard a snap of a twig, but realized that it was just a possum creeping around next to your bed. Came right out.
I tell him to scoot in possum.
He kind of squeaks at you, and then you see a bunch of little possum babies kind of follow out behind.
Aw, how cute. We can have possum for dinner, guys.
Oh no.
Babies as appetizers.
Right? Veal.
You can hear, okay, so third watch, which is Loman. I don't know why this number got fucked up, but here, there we go.
So we're
So
doing 3-hour watches then. Okay.
Yeah.
that'll work.
Oh, I was
Are
gonna
we-
take the fourth watch
Oh, okay.
because
If
I need
if a watch is-
uninterrupted sleep, right?
Oh, that's right.
If a watch is 4 hours,
yeah.
Or is it 3
if we
hours?
do a 4-hour watch,
Well,
we're doing
four,
16
three.
hours of watches.
I thought you were
with-
doing
with
2
4 people.
hour. I thought you were doing 2 hours.
To do 8 total?
Oh, if
Yeah.
you guys want to do 2 hours.
What's
I
it
thought that
I
was
mean,
supposed
if
to be?
Loman needs to sleep, he can go ahead and sleep. I'll take his watch.
Yeah, I thought we were
Okay.
doing 2-hour watches. That's what threw me off. Okay, so Loman, your
So then
third
we're getting
watch.
6 hours of sleep each. Is that right?
No, because so
Well, how many hours does Loman need?
I need 8. I thought for
8 interrupted.
So 8 hours.
A nighttime is around hypothetically 12 hours just for simplification.
Yeah.
And so we would need 3 4-hour watches to cover an entire nighttime. So that would give 2
Okay, so yeah.
You get where I'm going?
So 2 would be
Just
on
give
one
me-
watch.
just
Single.
give me the-
2 would be
yeah.
in the same watch. Is that what you're saying?
no,
Oh.
he's
2 people could be on the same watch, or just 3 people need to have a watch if we do
Oh,
4-hour
okay.
watches.
Oh yeah, if we do
All right,
4
so-
hours. Okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
I'm willing to take the night watch, and if need be, I could do my meditation during the first watch, and then take the last 2 watches, and we'll have 2 people on the last watch.
Okay, so we're on hour 5 right now. I've already advanced it. So we're at 2, 3 in the morning right now. So
So that would be
I've already
Airwalk
lost
still.
track.
That'd be
Okay.
Airwalk still.
I've already lost track. Okay. All right. So Airwalk.
Alyssa did the first 4 hours.
Yeah,
but-
it completely. We were all over the place with that one. So Airwalk, another 2 hours for you, correct? If I'm understanding this correctly.
Yeah, he's doing
Correct.
4 hours. Yeah.
Yep. And I'm staying hidden.
Yeah,
Not
no,
sitting by the fire.
I definitely would take that into account with the Grugok. I'm understanding the character and what he would do, so I make assumptions sometimes with the listening.
Think of that
and
crazy Vietnam uncle you had who was a tunnel rat.
like that guy.
Always sit in the corner.
So that being said, we're on the 4th watch, which would bring it to Zadar, and he would be doing a 3-hour watch, correct? Or just a 2?
4.
Zadar.
If we're doing 3 watches,
Of 4 hours, and I'm
Of
sitting
4
out the
hours.
watch. I'm
yeah,
not gonna
Roman's
watch.
sitting out a watch.
Okay. There we go. You got that figured out. Okay.
I need my beauty
I'm
rest.
around paying attention. I may not be bugging Zadar, but Arawak is
Alert.
alert because, and here, the reasoning, and I'm going to explain to you so you understand. The reasoning is I know Zadar. Arawak knows Zadar's a city slicker. Knows Zadar has no experience in the woods whatsoever. I don't trust him.
Uh,
So you got your eye on him during the
Not on
night.
him. I got my eye on his watch.
he doesn't trust his
Tom,
his
He doesn't
competence.
trust. He doesn't
I don't trust
trust
his
his
competence
in the
to,
woods.
to keep
He
a
might
good watch.
surprise you,
That's fine.
but you think you're assuming this about him, that he's a city boy.
Well, he's
And
told me that as much.
oh, he has.
He told
I
me
didn't.
he had no woods experience.
That's true. Good memory right there. I remember that conversation. I even wrote about the conversation, the unstoppable force meets an immovable object
That's
conversation. I
right.
forgot about that.
Uh,
Uh-huh.
All right. Well,
That's what
you
I'm
can
here for.
tell. So you can tell that it's early morning. Um, you see a little bit rays of dim sun kind of shooting through some of the canopy, but it's still really dim in here. That's why they call it the dim forest. And the night was uneventful, apart from being visited by opossums. Arawak, you didn't smell anything. In fact, the night was pretty peaceful and you rather enjoyed it.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was an uneventful night. The following morning, okay, guys, the ball is in your court. Do you know? You're basically about halfway there in the dim forest. Is the way I could describe it. Arawak would know this. He's pretty familiar with this area, but you're about halfway there. Probably got one more day until you reach the edge of the Rushmores.
Okay, well,
Day out. Want to pack out quick? Or you want to
yeah, let's.
enjoy the beauty of the forest?
Well, we still have a full day of beauty in the forest, so let's get going. And
What
which
kind of
direction
woods
did
girl
you?
are you? I thought you loved nature.
Remember, we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be on a mission here.
he's focused on the
The
target.
mission will be there. The woods may not.
By the time you get to it, the mission
Time
may not be
sensitive.
there
No,
anymore.
the woods will be woods have more permanence than the mission.
The
Oh,
village might be done
is that where I
completely
got it
assimilated.
wrong?
Yeah, you have it mixed up.
The village might be assimilated completely.
Yeah.
What is freaking Locutio here?
Yeah,
Locutus?
Lacutus. Might have to watch that later
Uh,
just because I brought that shit up, man. Um, okay, guys, so are you breaking camp?
yes.
Breaking camp.
Okay, takes about 30 minutes.
Where did you hang that? Which direction did you hang that puppet,
And
Airwalk?
I point in the direction that I hung it.
Okay, well, let's
which
stay
would
clear of
be
that.
north of your present position, northwest. Yes, I can reset spells. Give me one sec.
And we're going southeast. So,
Southeast, correct.
Oh, the wary traveler who comes down that trail is in for a surprise.
Yeah, you set up quite the
Uh,
That's called fucking with people.
how's everybody's spells look? The slots reset correctly?
yes.
Zadar's spells didn't reset.
He doesn't have any.
mine
Oh.
did.
He's got the I like how you did the yokel from the loat mill. You know? What is the so there's Hamlet and then what's the other one that's right next to that to Hamlet? Or is it in
God.
Hamlet? There's the moat house
Morehouse is
is
outside of Hamlet.
There's
it's
Nulb.
outside of Hamlet.
There's Nulb.
Nulb.
Yeah.
Nulb. There we go, Nulb. Good old Nulb. That was a fun game, man. I'm bummed out. I got to get back into one of John's games, but I just have too many games. Too many games.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's like I want to please everybody because I love playing with everybody, but I need to cut it a little bit. Give me one moment, guys. I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be right back. Let's
Sure.
take like 3 minutes, get a coffee really quick, and
Okay.
we'll start this up. So I'll be right back.
Yep. Hmm.
No, I'm not muted.
No, you're not muted.
Oh, I don't have a mute button on these. Huh? Yeah. Almond milk. Almond milk with cocoa powder. Sweetened with. Huh? Good. Yeah, that's why I asked if the puppet was in sight because I didn't really want to see that thing hanging over our camp.
Oh, it's up for adventure. I was
See
hoping
that
it would
thing.
come alive and like start kicking and screaming because its freaking head's in a noose. I just hope it wasn't some little kid that was turned into a puppet. I thought of that after I strung it up.
Yeah, and then it comes back to life when it's hanging up there,
Yeah,
like
like it comes.
Pinocchio.
Yeah,
Uh huh. Uh huh.
so that would be good.
Yeah, puppets are creepy.
Mannequins are even creepier, dude.
What'd you say, Spencer? What? Oh, did you hear him?
No.
No.
You said you know what's creepier than a puppet? A pedophile.
Yeah. Well, usually those accompany puppets and mannequins.
Scoot said usually those accompany puppets and mannequins. Yeah.
Have you ever seen Maniac?
Maybe.
Like he's got a bunch of mannequins and oh my god. Yeah. Is everybody back? Twain?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm here.
Everybody but Laura.
I'm here.
Nope.
Okay, I'm gonna remove you guys from this map.
Aw.
Okay. All right. So, and you can always stop me if I'm getting ahead of what you guys are doing, but otherwise I'll just, kind of narrate it out. So, You guys make your way southeast. Airwalk
Shoot.
is pretty comfortable in this area and knows where he's going. The trail again is easy to follow. Um, Lots of foot traffic in this area. You don't meet anybody else or see anybody else. You do, however, pass a large main trail. Looks like another road actually. Pass right over it, and it looks to be heading to the north. Continuing on south southwest.
Wait,
Yeah, what's
so what's the foot traffic look like on that trail going to the north?
None that you can see right now. Light.
What kind of light? What kind of beings?
It's like a wagon.
A
It's like a wagon trail.
wagon. Dude, we should follow this.
And if you, if you, if
the?
you, yeah. So you do know that there is like one main road through the dim from Hook Hill that goes into this area. This would be that road.
Oh, never mind that.
Yeah, you do know this. This isn't like some side adventure to go, heading off right here. This is literally one of the main veins that runs through the dim. There's actually two of them if you look at the map.
Yeah.
It runs along the stream.
Okay. Pay no attention.
So that being said, you guys continue on. Day's uneventful. You aren't waylaid by anybody. Gets about midday. Take a short little rest.
Uh-oh.
Continuing on.
Slowly, cautiously, I'm melding myself in with the woods, letting the party be noisy 100 feet behind me.
Yeah, you're out 100 feet in front, and you've become invisible, so to speak, in the woods. You're wearing your cloak, correct?
I could be if I wanted to, but I don't really need to in the woods. The cloak would help me out in the city and on the
Okay.
fields.
It's a dashing cloak, though.
It
I
is
am
kind of
wearing it, but
dashing.
I am not
Yeah,
using it.
that being said, I wanted to show you this. Get some art going here. Might have deleted this image. I hope I didn't though. And I might have.
That would be a bummer.
No, it's right here.
Wanted an image of the puppet.
Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. It's this. Yeah. Okay. So handouts. I have too many. It's the campaign's kind of gotten large, so I have a lot of stuff that I don't constantly clean it up, but it's
Yeah.
there you go.
Oh shit. Is that Airwalk? Oh, it is. That's a cool picture.
My interpretation of him wearing the cloak. I did not draw that. In fact, I think that might even be AI, which I swore I'd never use, but it's hard to not
Dude,
use
AI
it
is so
now.
fun.
Once
It's
you
so
see it,
fun.
It's fun, but it ain't art, but
Well,
it's fun.
you're not selling this, so I'm
Yeah.
trying to pass it off as art.
Yeah.
So.
So anyway, yeah, it's uneventful. It starts to warm up. Say it's probably like 75. A hotter day for fall. It's very dark in here, but you can see. It's not like, not like walking in the middle of the night. So
Gotcha.
continuing on, you make your way to the foot of the forest. Around, well, around sundown actually. Right on schedule. So Let me read this to you.
Well, the music's changed.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I have to, and I'm gonna stop the forest when I put this on. You don't, Scoot?
Let me look and see where
Make sure the bot is turned up for you. Yeah,
I got it at 35%.
yeah, that's why.
There we go.
Yeah, and it's too loud for me right now, so I gotta turn it down a little bit. You might have to adjust your guys' volume a little bit. Mine's good right there. It's too loud. It's distracting when you're
Yeah.
trying to DM. So I usually turn it
Yes,
down.
right?
Yeah. Okay. So this to you. I had this all prepared. At the end of the second day of travel in the forest, the trail reaches the edge of a broad and fetid marsh. Obviously, the Rushmores, thick rushes interspersed with patches of scummy water stretch out as far as the eye can see in front of you. Further advance will involve wading through 1 or 2 feet of water in many places, of slimy mud. Good news is that the trail is obvious here. The rushes have been crushed out of the way to open the passage. According to Ramney, it will take 1 full day of travel to cross the distance to the mouth of the lair. The swamp is teeming with awful things. Great care must be taken if you are to make it out alive. The heat and humidity are oppressive here. Making matters worse, you are being eaten alive by mosquitoes and various other insects. This is just at the foot, too. I mean, you guys have barely entered it. But Airwalk would know. He knows this area well. In fact, he knows that it's treacherous here and that going is going to be rough. You're not going to be able to beeline it without taking rests. You're going to be beaten up. You're going to be dirty. It's not going to be easy going trekking.
Not gonna be a
here.
walk in the park.
Hey,
It's not gonna
Zadar,
be
can you
walk in the
carry
park.
me?
You might have to. You might
What's
have
that
to.
there you say, bud? How much coin you got there, little friend?
I've got a healing
Little part.
spell for you
I
next time you get
gotcha.
hurt.
I'll tell you what, 1 gold for 200 steps and you got yourself a deal.
Okay, next heal is five gold then.
Just kidding.
Okay, buddy.
Grabs Loman's cheek and squeezes it a little bit. Remind me of my little nephew back home.
Oh, I love it, man. Let me. I have to open up one thing because I have a new system for writing this stuff down.
What do you got?
Oh, it's amazing technology. It's called Word, Microsoft Word.
So when Zadar pinches my cheek, I'm gonna like feel his purse, see what's in it.
Oh,
It's
all
actually
right.
empty. Because
Okay, why
Sadar
don't you-
carries all his coins in his jockstrap.
Why don't you roll me a pickpocket there? Let's get some dice rolls going here. So, Loman, when you reach down to actually fill the purse of our intrepid
Let's call it a
Grugok,
sack.
a sack, when you reach down to massage and caress his sack, the it you literally your hand gets caught in the belt loop and it's
Oh,
near
no.
his crotch too. So the ball's in your court. The ball's in your court, Scoot. You get the
Well,
gnome
little
is,
guy. My little nephew never did nothing like that. What's the matter with you? As I'm grabbing his hand. Didn't your parents teach you no manners? I ought to put you over my leg and spank you like a
spank your little
hootenanny,
bottom blue.
like a hootenanny who just got into the cookie jar.
It's remind me of
There'll be no more of that. Now,
I can't
you
help myself.
understand?
It's like the window peeping. It's just a thing I do.
Oh, you're one of them type of people, a window people.
oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Boy, you need some lessons being taught to you. I got a right mind right now to spank you, just right here in front of everybody.
I wouldn't
But
advise it.
I'm gonna refrain. I'm gonna refrain this one time. You do this. You try this little tomfoolery one more time, though, boy. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna string you up like a like a bald naked possum, and
Dude,
that ain't a pretty sight.
dude,
Now go on, get.
I might even level you up just for the usage of tomfoolery. Excessive usage of tomfoolery might get you a level. I mean, wow. Spank your little bottom blue. I'm gonna put you across my knee and spank your little bottom blue. That's actually a line from Young Guns. Remember, like Billy the Kid.
Is it?
Yeah, it's that cool part where he's at the bar and there's like a big Texan bounty hunter like bragging how he's gonna kill the kid and bring him in, and
Oh.
and then he goes up to the bar and he's like, "Is that the gun you're gonna shoot him with?" And just like totally like ultimate trolling him. And he starts whistling. He's like, "Yeah, he's fond of sad ballads," and then Billy the Kid starts whistling. And he's like, "I
Oh dear.
see him in the mirror," like just trolling him, man. Like balls on that guy, man. Smokes him.
Okay. I do
Okay,
have
so
to leave here in 15 minutes to pick up my daughter from work. You
that's
know the
fine.
routine for
Yep,
me.
I know the routine, and you're like
Oh
lightning
shit,
fast.
she's
So
leaving at 9:30. I gotta go now.
go for it.
Damn
Take
it! Why
10.
is she getting off early?
Fine, dude. You're like lightning speed every time you do it. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
just drive safe. Must
Drive
be
I
like
can't
safe.
even.
a half a mile drive.
It's got to be that
No,
close.
it's like 4 or 5 tops.
You
Really?
drive
But
Mario
I got a
Andretti.
highway right by my house. It goes
Ah,
right.
there you go.
It's like
Okay.
highway to highway. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So Loman, forest gnomes. I was
Yes.
reading a little bit about it, but there's a lot of stuff spinning on upstairs. So with forest gnomes, correct me if I'm wrong, but the racial bonuses they're different for forest gnomes,
Yeah.
correct?
Yeah.
So they don't. It doesn't apply to goblins. It's more to what is the racial
I think
like?
lizardmen and troglodytes were,
That's it.
yeah,
That's it. Yeah.
are kind
So
of the racial enemies.
yeah, because we were gonna add it to the last fight against goblins, and then I remember thinking I think it's different for forest gnomes.
Yeah.
There's all these nuances, with those kits. So,
Yeah.
um, but it's an interesting forest gnome. It's interesting. I was reading it and it's cool. I like how you guys have picked some not usual classic races
Yeah.
or the kits that you guys have picked too. The
Yeah.
Grugok was a nice touch too, and
Yeah. Yeah.
the
Fun.
we have a good balanced party. I hope Roger comes back. If he doesn't and needs to, he might not be able
Yeah.
to because the
What?
games, he might need to cut some of his games back. But
Yeah.
I hope he comes back. I really
Well, he
do.
was saying last week that he was going to be coming back, and I was hoping he'd be there in my game yesterday, but
Mhm.
yeah, he wasn't. So
I'm just glad he's okay, man.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
good
I
that
mean,
we hear from him
I
periodically.
want. I was going to, yeah. I wanted to invite Mike, because Mike's a great guy, and I'd love
Yeah.
to have him.
Yeah, that'd be
He's
awesome.
busy. He's busy right now. Um,
Yeah, he seems to be doing so much all the time.
yeah, no, he's an animal.
Yeah.
I can't believe how much that guy does. He is an absolute animal when it
Yeah.
comes to just content creation and coding. So, Mike, if you're listening, you're a lunatic.
I
Um,
haven't seen him in the chat today.
but we love you. So
Spencer, can I roll my? I see I have this trait, the flan seasonal horoscope.
yeah,
I'm gonna roll it. I want to roll this and see what my birth
yeah,
season is.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That comes from the Greyhawk human module that John made.
Oh, okay, cool.
Our winter.
Tommy just messaged me. It was something happened. It wasn't a good night for him, and that's okay. Here,
Yeah.
just let me message him. Let me message him back.
Okay. Winter Stone.
Yeah, just before your game, I was watching. Greg Gillespie is coming out with his own like kind of retro clone that's basically in between. I think Moldvay Basic and AD&D. So
Oh,
the
that's kind of cool.
so it's he says he calls it like 0.75 basically the
Yeah,
addition.
it 0.75. I love it.
Yeah, so
You gotta love these decimal versions, man.
he did a Kickstarter for it, which is delivering in March, and then he was running it on YouTube. He did a live stream.
So it's kind of like a mix between OD&D and AD&D. Is that what
Yes.
I'm gathering? Okay.
Yeah,
So a
so
little
the
bit.
engine of OD&D, but then like the classes, the more variety in classes, the Chrome of AD&D.
Yeah. Yeah. So a little less bloat
Yeah,
of AD&D, slightly
yeah,
less bloat, rules bloat,
yeah,
more of like the streamlined OD&D, but a little
yeah,
bit more with a little bit more of an edge. Okay,
yeah,
like 0.75. So
yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. The
Yeah.
name aptly named. So yeah, okay, Laura, what did you? Okay, so you rolled your seasonal horoscope. What'd you get?
11, so it's the stone. Hold on. Far winter. The birth season, my birth season is far winter, and
Mm-hmm.
the type is stone. And if this had a chat ability, I would use it to post what this says, but it does not. So
That's okay. I can look it up. So
it
it's
says
all right. So it's let me find it.
I
I'll
need to
find it for
roll
you.
something else. I'm reading it, but it basically says a stone child must wear an amulet around her neck
So yeah.
that
So does it
contains
give you a link? It created a record, correct?
in the notes tab. Oh wait, maybe I can. Oh no, I can't. Um, but basically, I need to have a material that I wear around my neck.
Mm-hmm.
Stone children are not allowed to wear one material as jewelry, though they are allowed to carry money or weapons in a forbidden metal. And it says stone children must leave an offering at any minher, minher, dolmen
Min here.
standing, minher, dolmen, standing stone, or stone ring they encounter.
And this is the Flan seasonal horoscope, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm going to need you to do. I see the table.
Uh-huh.
So take the basic information and put it on your sheet under notes
Okay.
or wherever you think would be. Or here, let's look at your sheet.
Yeah, I could put it in notes.
Okay. That's cool. I like that. I really do like that a lot. Yeah, perfect. I see. Right. That's what I love how it's synced, Dwayne. How you can like look when they're like typing on the sheet. It's so
Oh
cool.
yeah, yeah.
Fantasy Grounds is still the best. It's the best. Natural feeling dice, really good data organization.
Oh, George taught us something yesterday in my game. So you can actually drag the character sheet down to the hotbar.
Yeah, I always do that.
I didn't realize you could do that.
Yeah, yeah. They actually there's something bugged out with it, like the last patch, but because I used to just take it from anywhere, um, including the on the combat tracker and just drag it down there. Yeah. Now you just grab the portrait,
Yeah, you can do it from
upper
the.
left hand. Yeah, it used to work with other ways too, but it doesn't anymore. You have to do it from the portrait now
You
on
can do
like
it from the
Mike's.
login picture too. So
That too.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah, I love having it like that. I'm become a big hotbar guy. It really
Oh yeah,
It
yeah,
really helps. You have to with Fantasy Grounds.
yeah.
It would be amazing if you could pop out windows, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
At least now it won't happen. I wish they would devote their time to something like that.
Oh yeah, that would
But
be awesome if you pop out the windows. Because then, if you have two screens, you can put one window on one screen and one on
yeah,
the other, and oh,
yeah, I
so
don't
good.
drag it across the two screen. I can't. I have an
No, I
ultra
can't do
wide,
that.
so
Yeah,
it's sloppy. I have an ultra wide anyways, so it's a really wide. But what I would like to have, because I have a vertical to my right here, I would like to open up everybody's character sheet and just have it open right there.
oh
That would be
yeah,
great.
yeah.
That's where the extra room is what I need the extra room for. Cool, baby. I see you got it on there. That's great.
Guess what you could do for that is, right? You have both the standard and the ultimate license, right? So you could open a second instance, although you don't want to access the same campaign. So
Yep,
you would
you
have to
could
have a
do that.
backup of the campaign that you open that has the info in it.
Also, you would need
Yeah.
to own the character, right? So it would you'd be high, like if I wanted to use the other one to open up everybody's sheet,
Oh yeah,
how would that work? You
yeah.
wouldn't be able
Because
to do
you wouldn't
that.
be hosting it.
Yeah, you wouldn't
Yeah,
be able to do it.
yeah. That's
It
true.
would be cool if you could co-own a sheet, you
Yeah,
know? If you could do that, then it would solve that problem, but
yeah,
you can't. It's kind of like code DMing.
yeah.
There is an extension that allows you to do the code DMing, which is pretty cool, where they can take control of the NPCs and stuff. I think that's really good.
Oh, I didn't know there was one like that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just checking everybody's stuff right now. We're pretty. This game we keep everybody's sheets and everything pretty well organized.
Yeah.
Keep a clean house in this game, but I'm always screwing with it too. Like when we're not playing, I'm cleaning things up, and I see my wife is rolling things.
Stone children are not allowed to wear one material, and I was supposed to roll 1 die 6 to find out what material that is. And it is tin, which is good because I don't want to wear tin.
Tin?
Tin, yeah, like the Tin Man.
Weird. Kind of
Yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't be silver or gold,
tin armor.
crystals.
Or tin
So
jewelry.
yeah,
Tin
the tin.
jewelry. There you go.
Yeah, I don't have to wear tin. I can't wear any
Tin
tin
armor.
jewelry.
Tin armor.
So I'm not
Jesus.
even gonna put anything down because.
Well, write it down that
Okay, I'll write it
just,
down. Stone
you know,
children are not allowed to wear tin jewelry.
yeah.
Not
It's a
allowed
good role play thing,
to
the
wear
anything like that I
tin
love.
jewelry.
Tin jewelry, yep.
Yeah, I was hoping it wouldn't be silver because I'm like right now I am wearing a silver brooch. All right, cool. Got that taken care of.
Loman tried to pickpocket
That was awesome.
Zadar, correct? He tried to
Yes.
Yeah.
pickpocket Zadar. Okay.
Well, I was just checking his purse or his.
That's yep. Possibly the puppet
What's that?
master or some other weirdo. Puppet master. Wagon? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Puppet hanging from tree as warning. Improvised traps. Uneventful rest. You guys are going to have fun tonight. Tommy's going to come back like right at the, I don't want to ruin anything. I'm not going to ruin anything, but it's probably like 2 or 3 more sessions in this campaign. And then we're going to be doing the games that we do after this are going to be, you know, very much like not your typical, I'll just say that. We're going to do some different stuff. It's going to be fun.
Like different settings.
Yeah.
Like
You'll be able to keep your characters. If you want to make a new character, you can. It's going to be, it's going to be the campaign. It's the same living world. if you want to do somebody else, you can. You don't have to.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna try some. We're gonna take a break from town is in trouble, go to the dungeon type thing, and try some new stuff.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm also thinking about running Paladin in Hell
Oh yeah, you
as a
mentioned that in the
side.
Discord. Yeah.
I read that. Oh my god, dude, that's like expert level DM status right there. I mean, the amount of man, but man, what a game. Like holy shit. But in order to play it, you have to everybody would have to have at least a level 16,
Oh,
at least a level 16. And I mean, we're talking starting out with like +5 Vorpal swords
hmm.
and +4 silver weapon versus demon slain and fully decked out bracers of AC 2 and like just loaded with magic items, super high level, and even then it's like a deadly game.
Hmm.
That's all I'll say about it. But it seems really fun. When I was reading it, you talk about atmospheric, and that's kind of what I meant by the next game we do. I want to do something a little different than the classic dungeon crawl. Something, at least, I mean, it's probably not the correct way to describe it, but at least like scenery wise, you know what I mean? And just the just something different.
Yeah. Cool.
Ravenloft was kind of calling my name too because
Hmm.
they have so many good Ravenloft modules that are just great.
Yeah, you like the horror flavor, right?
Yeah, Ravenloft has some great horror stuff. I mean, it's really high quality. Like I was reading a lot of them and I'm like, man, this is just really well done. And I don't have to, and the thing is a lot of the games aren't available on the store, but I could easily bring those in. A lot of
Yeah.
they don't take that too, and you can do them in pieces. I don't need to do it all at once. Like I
Yeah.
could get the first chapter done, and so
Yeah, I've been doing the in the Saltmarsh game. I've been doing like a dungeon adventure, and yeah, I'm doing trying to just keep it ahead enough of the players to
keep it ahead of the players.
yeah.
Yeah, things I've been looking at lately that are like is that are really like intriguing me is Planescape,
Oh yeah.
Ravenloft, and some Spelljammer.
Hmm. Yeah.
But mainly like going to weird places and seeing weird sights and mixing it up,
Yeah.
a bit. But I want to do it organically because I want it to continue with this campaign, with
Yeah.
this group. So I wanted to do it organically. But I have some ideas for that. Scoot should be back in a minute. He usually is really fast. I think Tommy's sick.
That sucks. Maybe I'll bring in my other character, Spencer, from Scoot's game, the Lyric, my
That would be
bard.
cool. That would be cool. Lyric is a cool
'Cause
character.
she's
The
kind of like
Bard.
a funny. Yeah, she's kind of a
Yeah,
funny character.
yeah, and if Roger comes back, like he always plays the heavy.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he's gonna roll another heavy. If he doesn't, he can choose whatever he wants, but
Yeah.
we'll have more of a chance to survive.
Yeah.
I should put it that way. That's
Yeah.
why, like it's gonna be rough for you guys. You guys definitely need an arcane caster.
Yeah.
Um, very much. You got two thieves, are very squishy. Uh,
Yeah.
but at least you have two healers too. We got
So
a thief and a
at
healer.
high level, the high level bard, does she get to do arcane stuff?
You already do.
I mean,
You're level
Oh,
5. You already
okay.
get, yeah, arcane is wizard magic, right? You already do, remember?
Okay. Well, what's the difference between like what a wizard can do and what a bard can do?
Nothing. It's arcane magic. There's just two types of magic. There's divine and arcane.
Oh,
Arcane.
okay.
The bard doesn't start to get them till what level? Fifth level?
No, the bard gets it at level 1. They
Oh
they
yeah,
get a
yeah.
limit. They get a limited amount of spells at level
Okay.
1. I mean,
And
they're
it's not very
definitely,
powerful. I mean, she
well,
hasn't. Well, because
you're
of all the
limited
undead
you're limited in your slots, and you're also limited
who
in
can.
the spells that you know,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
don't have
You
a
have to
spell.
roll. You can't just
Yeah,
choose anything. You have to find it.
yeah,
Find like a
study
spell
it.
scroll.
Yeah, they're very limited in the spells they can get, how much they can know, the slots. What you're thinking of, Dwayne, is their ability to create scrolls. I think it's at level 10, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So yeah, I believe that's what it is. It's at level 10 they can create scrolls. They get read magic at level 1.
Yeah.
So they could read scrolls, but to create scrolls, right? Now I'm curious.
I could just do a plain, like just a wizard if I roll high enough stats.
You can play whatever you want. It's fine. Here, I'll tell you right now. Rogues. I love the way the player's handbook. All the books are broken up in Fantasy Grounds. You can find shit so fast.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah. It's
Bard.
hypertext basically. So it's
Yeah. Better than that. It's like it seems like it's indexed. It's so fast with
oh
the
yeah.
search.
Yeah.
I love the image of the bard here too.
In what in what
It's
book?
actually on your sheet or on the player's handbook.
Well,
In the player's handbook, the
uh-huh.
bard. He's got I don't know what
I know what you're talking. I know
what
which one you're
instrument
talking
is
about.
that?
I don't remember the instrument. I just can picture the.
It's the
Let me
one
look it
by the
up.
bed. It's the one, yeah. It's on the bed. It's on the
It's some sort of guitar-like thing, though, right? Is it a lute?
yeah,
a liar.
it might be a lyre.
Those are more like harps.
It looks like it
Yeah.
If
has
it.
a crank though. It looks like it has a
Oh,
crank.
Hmm.
weird.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting.
Player's handbook.
Scoot's usually back like really fast. I hope he
Well, maybe he said, "Well, I wonder why she's getting off early," but
Oh.
maybe she really didn't get off early. Sphere.
Okay, it's like the last paragraph. Upon reaching 10th level, a bard can okay, this is, yeah, attempt to use magical devices of written nature, scrolls. They can't use scrolls until 10th level.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you hear that, Dwayne? That's what it is
Yeah.
with bards.
Yeah.
It's at 10th level, they get the ability to use magic items, scrolls included, books, etc., etc. They can't use them before then. They're very limited with the arcane magic, but they can do it. So they're just a little bit of everything, just like a bard should be, you know? Like,
I have no idea what instrument that is. It's
yeah, it's weird. It has like a crank on it, right? It has like
well,
a
I don't.
crank.
Kind of looks like a crank, but
Be right back.
where's the Spencer? Where's the Bard's Handbook?
It might be in the office.
Hello.
Back.
Oh, he's back. Hello.
Ask Scoot what that instrument is. He'll
Ah,
know.
What
ah,
instrument?
let me
You
see
know
if I can.
the player's handbook that the bard is holding that has like a crank and it looks like
Can you
a
see it?
That's a. Oh God, what the hell is that called? I
so
don't remember the
crazy.
name of it. I want to say it's like a Vodafone or something like that.
Okay,
That's
that
got it.
sounds right. A phone sounds like right. The fact that it has that in the name, like xylophone,
Like Vodafone or something like that.
Vodafone. That's an interesting. Yeah, man. Like I'd like to hear one of those.
What the
Anyways,
hell
let's
is
get
that
back.
called?
Get back to this. All right, guys. So you've made your way. I'll recap it again. At the end of the second day of travel, the trail reaches the edge of the broad and fetid marsh. The Rushmores, thick rushes, interspersed with patches of scummy water, stretch as far as the eye can see. Further advancement will involve wading through 1 or 2 feet of water, or 2 feet of water and slimy mud at some, probably more in some places.
How tall? How tall are you, Loman?
He's about two, or how tall, Loman? What's your height again? Is it 3 something?
No, it's like 2.5 feet.
Okay, that's what I thought. I knew it was under 3. Okay, the good news is the trail is obvious here. And the good news for Loman is there is a trail in some places. The rushes have been crushed out of the way to open the passage. According to Romney, it'll take a full day of travel. And this is beelining and not getting lost to reach the mouth of the lair. Remember, too, is he was following a live moving party that he could see. The swamp is teeming with awful things. Great care must be taken if you are to make it out alive. The heat and humidity are oppressive here, making matters worse. You're being eaten alive by mosquitoes and various other insects, and the sun is now going down.
Well, we need to camp again then, right?
You guys are pretty
How
We're-
far
tired
do we
too.
have to get out of here? How much farther we got to go
To where? The mouth of the lair?
to get out of this?
Okay.
To get out
I
of
mean, I'm
where?
guessing we're pretty exposed.
Yeah, but I'm curious what you're asking. Get out of where? Get out of the
Do
dim
you want to go back
forest?
to the forest from the
We're out of the
Rushmores?
forest. We're in the Rushmores.
No, but
How
you
Well,
long
No,
we
is it going
just
to take us to get out of this area and into a less exposed area?
you just
Like,
reached the foot of the Rushmores. You're literally standing outside the tree line of the dim and standing in front of the Rushmores
so we
right
could
now.
go back and camp in the forest, which would probably be
You
a
could
good
do that.
idea.
oh, I thought we were already going through the Rushmores.
No, you've reached the end.
Gotcha.
That's what you,
Gotcha.
yeah, so you've literally, yeah, it reaches the edge of the broad and fetid marsh.
Copy.
Yeah, end of the second day. And you guys are on schedule too because Romney said that it would literally take you exactly 2 days to reach the foot of the swamp,
Well, Airwalk has his say, wants to camp in the tree lines.
which you
Mm.
can do.
Loman's up for that. I'd prefer
Let's
it.
just
yeah,
let's just play
Alyssa
it that way, and we
prefers the forest definitely over this fetid swamp. Does not look inviting, and I don't see any good place for camp.
you did see a good place to camp a little bit farther back down the trail. Very brief walk. You could break camp, make it there.
All right, let's go back there.
Okay. The night is uneventful, surprisingly. Why is that not working? There we go.
Maybe not surprisingly.
The sun is coming out. There is a light drizzle today, but it's still humid. morning of the 24th of 576. Okay, the night went by uneventful. And we're waylaid by anything. Again, it was peaceful. I would think Aerowalk was probably pretty happy. Found a nice place to camp. It's comfortable, nice soft grass. But I have a feeling things might get a little bit more uncomfortable from this point forward. So the sun is now coming up over the hills, and the ball is in your court.
Okay, so we'll follow Romney's directions. Where to go from
Well,
from here?
yeah. So with that being said, what you are doing is following the trail. So what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need Talissa. I'm gonna need you to give me a tracking in the tower, please.
Okay.
And the way that tracking works, there's a lot of modifiers for it, but just a reminder. Okay, just a reminder with tracking, out of the gate, if you're not a ranger, it's -6, no matter what. Out of the gate, -6 for non-rangers. But what happens is that gets offset a lot by many different factors, right? I mean, from fresh tracks and the recently wet earth to
Don't for,
rushes that are crushed down like this, right? To all types of things that I take into account for that. So, um,
don't forget that Aerowalk has tracking as well.
yeah, I know he has tracking,
Okay.
but if you look at your tracking on there, it's the reason why it's low is because, for one, yeah, I know he has tracking. So for one, his wisdom is 10, and then it's a -6 from that. So
Okay.
that's why you see tracking 4. But again, that's going to be offset by many different things. So
No, that's not I just was making sure that you were aware
yeah, I know.
that Airwalk had tracking skill
Yeah,
as well.
yeah, I know he does. Um, yeah. Okay, so oh, cool. I did it right for hers too. Yeah, I've set my wife's to -6 as well, but she's got far superior tracking. But what I'm going to take it in is that you're both working together as a team to follow the trail. So you guys make your way. You're making your way. You're following the broken rushes at many points in this. I mean, it's exhausting. You are wading through about, in a lot of places, 2 feet deep of water. And Loman, you have to actually wade through some of this or find tracks around. So the movement is slow going at best. Um, it's been about 2 hours, and you're already just pouring sweat, filthy, and tired. You're gonna need to rest. Um, so you guys stop and rest. And this. You hear that off in the distance, if you could hear that. Could you hear
What's
that?
the?
Yes, heard
Yes.
something.
It was like,
Here, I'll do it
what's
again.
the? Are there trees in here still, or was that just at the edge of the?
There's trees. Think of a wetland. It's very much
It looks
a
like that picture that you shared then,
yeah.
with trees.
Some of the areas, it's like a wetland with no trees, but you've passed through sections where there is like swamp trees that are, coming out of the water, growing out of the water.
Now that sounds like something we don't want to run into, so we should conceal ourselves.
So Loman, you're particularly dirty. There's certain parts that you passed through where you literally were moving about, like at a rate of 1 as you waded through this, and it's definitely hard for you in here and exhausting. Same thing with Zadar and his plate. He's just filthy, and it's extremely humid and oppressive in here. But you have found let's say like a little dry knoll to sit and rest. And as you were doing so, you could
How
hear
does the
that
knoll
off.
stay dry? Did
I
you
don't
not
know.
walk through the marsh?
The knoll?
He's talking humanoid knoll versus hill knoll.
Sorry.
No, he's trolling me.
Yes.
Oh
The
my
the knoll. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Okay, so yeah, you sidetracked my brain right there. You're able to sit on top of this and kind of recuperate a bit, but when you do hear that off in the distance. And one thing that you can see in front of you to your south is that the rushes are pressed down in two different directions. It kind of splits off in a V in front of
To
you.
the south. Both to the south.
Yep, both to the south.
Now,
You would guess it's
and
still.
are there grasses like that we can hide in here, or is it like we're totally
You've seen
un
sparse patches of grass that you could, hide in, but I mean, they're submerged in water. You can't, the water here is murky. You can't really see what you're stepping in. And a lot of times when you step, your foot sinks 6 inches to a foot deep in muck,
Nice.
and you're just, it's hard going. There really
yeah,
isn't a trail, so to speak, in this. Uh,
just bent reeds.
Bent reeds. There is a periodic, dry spots and tracks where you can, weave your way around some of the more
It's,
difficult sections, but for the most part, you're constantly fighting the environment here.
yeah. I mean, it's not like we can really be quiet trudging through like watery, mucky.
Well,
Yeah.
the swamp is teeming with life. I mean, you can hear the insects. Yes, and you're stepping in the mud, but I mean,
So,
Okay, wait, what direction do we hear that from?
well, why don't you give me a wisdom on that? That would actually be a wisdom roll. Go ahead and give me that in the tower. Oh, in fact, give me a direction sense in the tower. Even though it doesn't specifically state that, I think it's applicable. It's coming from the south. You
so,
can't get
Southeast or
anything,
southwest?
can't get more specific than that.
so
So,
where the path splits, the rushes are. Can you, Talissa? Can you distinguish what made the trails? Like, or if there's more people traveling in one of the directions?
Yeah, like okay, yeah. Yeah, Talissa wants to see if you can kind of determine the size of the creatures that went through the two different trails, or how many it appears went through, size of the party.
okay, well, making your way off the knoll and down into the muck, because that's where you have to go in order to investigate this. You have to go to trudge through about 20, 30 feet to where you see this fork in the road up ahead, so to speak. The fork on the left, which to probably be,
Southeast.
southeast, is wider, looks more violently crushed down. You can't see any tracks in the mud right there because it's underwater. But the rushes themselves, there's a wider dispersion of crushed down rushes in that direction. The trail to which is more due south seems a little bit more, possibly, less people, or maybe just single file. It's hard to determine.
Hmm. Okay, well, I relay that information to the party. Either they're walking single file on that south one, or there are fewer people walking through the south one.
You guys have been resting for about 30 minutes, and then Talissa, same thing. I'm accounting for that as well. Exhausting.
Which way do you
Still,
guys think we should go?
still morning. Not early, but it's definitely still before noon. You can kind of see the sun like peering out through but it's peering through the haze. Not so much mist, it's just haze from the swamp gas and everything else in here.
Can we smell anything besides just the marsh itself? Like,
No, absolutely not. You just smell marshlands, wetlands, stinking, marshlands as far as the eye can see.
and is the southeast versus the south path, can we tell if one is kind of like a shortcut to where our destination, or do we think they just kind of go to the same?
Well, according to Ramney, it's follow the rushes to the south, so he wasn't very specific in that regard. So you know that where your quarry lies is south, but you've reached a impasse here where it's literally go left or right, because from what you're seeing, there really isn't a way to determine what made these.
Let's follow the path that looks like it's more creatures.
You want to go down the one with more?
Yeah.
Airwalk, do you have any input? I should say Scoot, sorry. Scoot, do you have any input?
We're needing to head. Are we? Which path looks like it goes in the correct direction?
Both of them.
Well, yeah, I mean,
One
again,
of them's basically
according to
that, and one of
Romney,
them's like
follow the
that.
rushes to the south. I mean, you can't. He wasn't more specific than that. Is follow where the rushes have been crushed down. The trail should be easy to follow, according to him, and follow it to the south. Well, both of these still technically are going to the south. It's just that one of them looks like it's been crushed down by either more creatures or something bigger, and the other one looks like it's maybe it might have been a large group moving single file. It's too hard to tell in this area. It's completely flooded in water and mucky water.
So why do you want to go down the well-traveled path?
I
Oh,
figured there's more traffic to where we're going, and maybe someone veered off to do something else. That's my reasoning.
would it not be raise our incidence of detection if we went down that path because of it being more well-traveled? And perhaps the lesser traveled one.
But it might not go to the same place, is the thing. It could be someone who went out scouting or something. Could be
Okay.
roundabout. Or the one that has more pushed down, it could be something much larger. So, yeah, it could be the wrong choice because it'll take us to something big and dangerous.
What
Yeah.
kind of foot treks can we ascertain are traveled down the well-traveled path?
You can't see any tracks in this area because again, it's flooded. It's underwater. Along where the rushes are, you can't see any tracks.
So basically, you're saying we can't feel if there were something big traveling through here that might have
No.
left bigger impressions in the muck below
I mean,
because of its weightiness.
if you're talking about examining tracks under the water,
Well, I mean,
it's
if something really big came through here, you
yeah.
would think that it would compress areas, so we would like walk on an area until we hit its footprint and then feel a
In
depression,
Okay, in
and
the
then
immediate area, yeah, I understand what you're saying. In the immediate area, there is nothing that you can see that will give you any clue or indication as to what in the immediate area. That is.
So walking the path, we don't notice it like drastic, like
Not up in
some
this,
big
not
stuff.
in this area, no. And
Okay.
I've taken to that into account with the tracking, and both of you into account. I'm assuming that you guys are working as a team, the two party members that are tracking. I will say that Zadar traveling through here in plate it is very tiring.
Yeah, in all technicality, he probably should take the plate off and
Probably
backpack it.
resting. He's probably
At least the
resting up.
bottom half.
Okay. Make note of that. I will make note of that. So he's going to take the lower part off the plate. He was already in half plate, but I'm guessing what you're talking about is what do you call it? The greaves.
Yeah.
So this part right
Because he's
here.
gonna fucking sink
Yeah.
down in this shit if we
No, it's
get in a thick
horrible.
area, and
Yeah.
he's never gonna fucking get out.
Well, so far, you guys, the deepest that you guys have run into is about 3 feet, and Loman's actually had to wade through some of this shit because you can't tell where the lower parts are. So he's got to feel around. There's other places where it's just a sinkhole, where you literally using the staff, Loman, and
Yeah.
then 1 foot in front of you it just drops.
Uh,
So
Huh. Well,
it's
hopefully
been
Loman's
rough.
following behind one of us, so he's not like going out in front.
no.
Well, you are having to wait for the gnome too. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys, most of you are human size, right? Three of you are size M. He is size
Mhm.
small. So what's happening is your movement is cut into. It was already cut down to to about a third, and it's about a quarter movement now. I've taken into account all the movement and everything else from there, so I know exactly where you guys are and how fast you're moving.
What we could do is follow the more will travel path and look for the signs that Airwhack indicated if there's any deep depressions or that are occurring along it, then we can know there's a larger beast made
Okay.
that trail.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you're following the trail that's on the southeast, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay, I want Talissa to
I'm
save some time. I want a tracking roll at a +5 in the tower, please.
and I'm putting up my cloak.
Oh, very good. Okay, so you guys travel. Okay, so you're making your way southeast. The rushes definitely are more crushed down in this area. It's wetlands in here. There's been no area where you can actually make out tracks because the tracks are all underwater in this area. There is a light rain right now, but it's still hot and humid as hell. So you continue on for about a half an hour and you come to a series of fetid pools. Now, what I mean by that is up in front of you, it looks like there's a bunch of stagnant, like pools. Like it just stops instead of the normal wetlands that you guys are walking through. It literally like opens up and there's a section that looks like this. Let me just give you this.
And so the crushed rush trail we followed, does it go straight into these pools?
Yeah. This is the kind of like what you're looking at. Can you see the map?
Loading.
Yeah, it's still loading for me as
And
well.
if there are pools, then there must be some actual land around the pools where we might be able to see some
There
footprints.
is. That's good. Yeah. Is it still loading for you guys?
Yeah,
Here, I'll
Yeah.
drop
there
it.
it
It's
is.
finished.
Yeah, it's funny if you don't. Yeah, that's weird. I thought maybe you could share the image without having the tokens on there, but it's unlocked. You can put yourself where you guys would like to be.
So
You're not going to be there
you,
yet, Loman. You were right here. I mean, just yeah.
Oh,
where are the pools on this?
You're standing right in front of the area with all the pools.
Okay, but the None of
You're
these are
standing
indicating
you're
pools.
standing in the pool is what I'm saying. I should have been more clear about that. It leads right into this and you're standing in the foot of the pools,
And
like
there's like
at the foot
tree,
of the pools.
and
Yeah,
then there's
there's
like
like a
some
knoll,
trees.
there's a knolls and some rotted tree, like swamp trees on
Okay.
top of some like healing knolls right here. You don't see you can see reptilian Scoot Aerowalk can see some reptilian footprints right there. They look they look similar to what you've encountered in Orlane, which would be troglodyte prints.
Hmm.
Great. More of these things.
Mm.
Well, they're associated with the kidnappings, right? Because we found them in Orlane.
You
Hmm.
have encountered them multiple times when kidnappings have happened, yes.
They pack a
Seems like
punch.
Hmm.
this is the right direction we're going in.
How fresh.
Pretty fresh within the last, couple days at the very
Okay.
least.
How deep are these pools? How deep is this that we're standing in right now?
You are currently standing in about 3 feet of water.
Are the Loman able to?
I'm on Zadar's back.
Hi,
No,
Zadar. You're on Zadar's back after you tried
no,
to
I'll
pick
tell
his
you when
pocket.
he's. I'll tell you when. So, Loman, have you moved
I
forward,
picture
or have you
Loman
been?
like this, like
No, I'm watching him on the
trying to
map right now.
his mouth
I'll
up.
tell him. So, Loman, you can feel around. What exactly are you doing?
I want to get up on this knoll and take a look around, see what I see.
Okay, so you have to wade to get over there. Okay,
Using my pole to help, or my
okay.
staff to help propel myself.
One moment. So the movement in here, guys, just as a reminder, is about 1/3, or it is 1/3, exactly 1/3
Mm.
movement when you're in the water. I'm gonna put you right here, Loman. I have to read something to you.
Uh-oh. You get
The
storytelling
trail
here.
here. Okay, so I should have posted this right when you guys got there, but it's been a day. So the trail here is broken by a series of fetid pools. Traversing this area will require you to wade through stagnant waters. Should have read that right when you guys showed up. Movement will be slow and difficult, especially for the smaller members of the party. Loman, see
Time,
no way.
time for the
You see,
piggyback.
yeah, you see no way around these
Mhm.
obstacles in the immediate area. Making your way through the stagnant pools of water is a slow process, and in many spots, it's at least waist deep. For the humans, see, it's wrong about that. I had written all this out. This, of course, is forcing the gnome to feel around for a shallow crossing or wade across short distances, which he just did to the landing of this right here. So my correction, guys, it is up to about here on the humans in some spots.
Up to where? Do that again.
Waste.
Right here,
Okay.
right below the chest.
All right.
So with each step that you take a step in here, you can feel your foot just sink down in about 6 inches of muck under the water.
Mhm.
The water is completely opaque and it's very stagnant. There's no flow in here, right? It's just very stagnant, like mosquito larvae type water. If you've ever been in that, Scoot, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about when it comes to the just
Morphlins
nasty.
suck, dude.
Yeah, nasty. I'll tell you a story about that later.
Good luck moving through them, too.
Yeah, it's horrible. This is a very, very uncomfortable, dirty experience that I'm trying to convey. But Airwalk, with that being said, all of a sudden you feel a little bit sick and a little weak. Um,
But
Who does?
Airwalk. Loman, also, you get this odd sensation of pressure on the side of your leg.
Yeah, this
So
ain't good.
So you wade yourself up to the edge of that knoll to where there's that dead, gnarled swamp tree. For lack of a better term, it's your classic swamp tree, which is the roots kind of growing out like that at the bottom, the real long roots.
Yep.
And to your horror, you notice that you've been swarmed by enormous leeches. Some of them
Ah.
are already attached to your body.
Ah.
Airwalk, you start to feel a little bit lightheaded, and as soon as you feel lightheaded, you look over and you can see this fat ass leech attached to the gnome
Ah.
who's just crawling his way up onto the bank. But making matters even worse is the moment you see this, the water all around you in all directions begins to ripple and writhe like have you ever seen just like maggots, like where it's just the ground is just writhing? That's what the water is doing right now. It's just
Great.
like that all over the place.
Great.
Uh,
Okay,
uh,
so
Oh,
can I move
nice.
out of the water at this point? Cause
hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, so it's pretty terrible that it's you feeling lightheaded, and you kind of you're just like, wow, it's not normal for you. You're tough, the Grugok is tough, and he's feeling kind of sick, and he just looks over, and you could see a leech. It's about a foot long, attached to the side of the gnome. At least
What's
one of them.
attached to me?
I don't know. You're submerged in water, but you definitely don't feel good.
I'm gonna get my ass up on the bank there.
Yeah. So hold on.
I mean, come on, guy.
Yeah, we'll get to that. I'm just prepping one thing here. You've just noticed this.
You
And I
mean
already
these things could see me through my cloak?
they're
I'm
they're
kidding.
leeches. They're
I'm
leeches. They
kidding.
go right for warm. I thought you were serious for a minute.
No.
Okay, they mindly.
that
Uh,
would be funny.
yeah. So you see the worst part about this is they're rippling and writhing water, because it looks like there's just an enormous swarm of these things, and you hear like a hideous mewling sound. I'm gonna need initiative from everybody. Intentions and initiative, to be more specific.
Well, you can't really have an intention because we don't know what we're rolling initiative against. So I'm getting up on this bank to figure out what the fuck has got me. I'm guessing I'm got a leech on me. That's the only thing I can do.
You can say that you're trying to get your weapon. I'll allow that. Just say that if something
But based
changes
on
by the
you,
time
but
your initiative count comes, if you wanted to use your weapon and had it out, I would allow that.
but see,
You
I'm
don't need to
basing. I
not
would be
doing.
basing that on you saying we're rolling initiative. So that
That's
would
what I
be
just said.
meta.
That's what I just said. I mean, if you feel sick and you see a leech and you see the water writhing all over there, I would think it would be common sense that Airwalk would be going for his weapon and trying to get out of the water, right? Is that fair?
That's fair.
um,
It'll be the
Yeah, I
dagger
mean,
because I know I got a leech on me and I
yeah,
want to cut
whatever
yeah.
it
you
off.
want,
Does
but exactly.
Talissa
Yeah, so
does Talissa
Lowen's
see
pulling out his
the
dagger.
leech?
Yeah,
Yeah. Does
I
Talissa see
don't
the
think
leech
that's met.
on Loman?
Talissa,
Yeah.
you don't see. Yeah, so Talissa, you
So
can.
Talissa would pull her dagger out then as well and get up on the bank so she could
Yeah, I
help.
don't think there's
Maybe
anything
she
meta.
doesn't
Yeah, I don't think
realize
there's.
that.
Go ahead, babe.
I was just gonna say, if I see a leech on Loman, I'm taking my dagger out, getting up on the bank to try to pry that leech off of him.
You don't
That's
see
what
it
I would do.
yet. I'm gonna say you don't see it yet. You're not seeing
But I
anything
see the
yet.
writhing in the water
You do
because
see
I'm
the writhing
standing.
in the water.
Well, I'm getting on the bank
Okay, is
and
that it?
pulling out my dagger. Just
You can do that. You might not get an attack off depending, but you can do that. Vidar. Zadar has again removed his greaves, so his armor's a little bit lower, but and he's got it loaded up into his backpack.
Well, Zadar's going to break out his longsword and prepare for battle as he gets up onto the to shore.
Very good. And you said dagger, correct, Scoot?
Zadar's getting out his longsword.
No, I know. With Airwalk, you said
Airwalk's getting out his dagger.
okay. Good choice. All
I'm
right, guys,
getting
go ahead and
yeah, I'm getting error
yeah.
messages when I try and roll initiative.
Huh.
So am I.
I haven't tried to roll initiative yet. Dagger. Which dagger am I using initiative on?
Huh.
Try it now, guys.
I got an error.
Can you tell
Unable
me?
to create node. 2E scripts manager action underscore init Lua. Let's see if I just try to roll a flat initiative. Same thing with the flat initiative.
Yeah,
That's not good. So I wonder
Yeah.
if that. I wonder if the that patch today broke it.
yeah, looks like it because it was working yesterday.
Sorry.
Can we just roll like a dice and you can
Yeah,
just set the
roll a
initiative?
d10 plus 2 for dagger.
I can do it from your sheet, and I'm not getting any errors. So that's bizarre.
Are you
I
doing
got
it
a
for us?
9 for initiative.
Okay, hold
Oh,
on.
D10
And
plus 2.
Airwalk's a 9. I
Okay.
don't know why that rolled as it says I'm Zadar. I guess I must have. Oh, I see why. I gotta choose my character on the bottom screen. Let me see if I can roll it now.
Can you roll it now?
Nope.
You still getting the error message with that?
Yeah.
Did everybody
Attacks work
update?
fine.
Yes,
Yeah,
I
I did.
updated.
Yeah.
I did. And so Zadar is going to get a. What the hell?
Oh, I have a -3. Wait, what the fuck? Where'd you get the +2? Is that?
It's the orange box.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it is +2 for me.
So Loman is 12.
Oh, it allows me to roll Lomans or Zadars.
What? That's
Hmm.
weird.
It won't let me roll Airwalks though.
Strange.
Yeah, let's try something here. Let me. Yeah,
That's
Be
really weird. I
right
can
back.
roll
Yeah.
Zadars, but I can't roll
Yeah, let me
Airwalks.
try. Let's try something, guys. Let's try to force fix this thing. So here's what I'm gonna do.
Is
I'm
it
going to take
10:30?
you guys. I'm gonna take you guys off the combat tracker. Don't worry, we'll put everything. We'll put Humpty Dumpty back together again.
Ah,
But I'm just wondering if something got corrupted here. So we'll take this. It's funny, every time I run the game, I do it on the day they release the patch. It's like,
Right.
yeah.
I was
fuck,
wondering if you were double checking it, which is why you were on so
I don't have
early.
time. Yeah, I mean,
I
sometimes
saw
I
you
do.
on at like 8.
Yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Just depends. And I can roll your guys' initiative. That concerns me that
Well, it's really weird that I can roll Zadars, but I
yeah,
can't roll mine.
that's bizarre. Okay, who am I missing? Zidar. Okay, Zidar. And if an error happens again, could you give me somebody snapshot that message for me and send it to
It's
me in
happening
chat?
still.
Fucking A, man. God. Okay. I'm just gonna roll it for you guys because I can roll it. That's Babe, why don't you try it as
There you
well?
go. There's the error. Sent it to you.
Ridiculous, man.
What's going on? What do I need to do?
You don't need to do anything. I'm just looking at
Okay.
something. Hold on.
Oh, and we're off the map.
Yeah, I'll get you on there. God. Yeah, I'm gonna have to show Mike that.
So what changed? The update only was supposed to only be for the monster manual.
Mike's saying never ever patch before the game.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been
Yeah.
bit by that by not heeding that
I
advice.
just can't I mean, this has nothing to do with the stuff we pushed. I mean,
So
Christ.
did they push something to core RPG?
I don't know, man. I don't know. What a bummer, though, man. It's like I'm trying to run the combat and we can't even do
Well,
initiative.
we can just roll the D10
I'm
outside
gonna
of
do it
power.
for you,
Yeah.
man. Completely took the momentum out of me right there. Like I can't. Okay, so Zadar, he's gonna roll with his long
Zadar got
sword.
his initiative. It rolled it for him.
I had to reset it.
Elu.
Oh, well, I can
It's
re-roll his
99.
initiative.
Okay, go for it.
Oh, now I can't. Wait, let me be on Zadar. Yeah, now it won't let me. It did before. So I wonder if I can roll airwalks.
Babe, what did you want to roll with? You're
My
getting your
dagger.
okay.
And can you share the map with me again? Because Lilu
Yep,
closed it when
I
she
will.
walked over the.
Loman, what were you doing?
Dagger.
Quarterstaff?
Dagger.
Dagger. Thank you. Airwalk is dagger +1. There we go. And then we will drop all you guys on the map. You were
That's a
there. You
bummer.
were there. You were there. Yeah, very much, man. Really
Well, now I'm really
sucks.
glad I have a benefit to enter tomorrow. Because it'll be fixed by the time we play 2E
Yeah, I
again.
don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, that script or that error is coming from 2E. Like, that's what I'm confused about. That's what bothers me.
Yeah.
I'll look later. I'll make sure that that I can't test it with it's not happening for me. So someone's gonna have to like stay on with me or something.
So it's client side, eh?
I guess so. All right, guys. So it looks like Loman, you are up. You have a big fat leech on the side of your body right now.
Yeah, I'm scraping it off with the dagger.
I got completely freaking here. Okay, one sec. That like completely screwed my momentum up. Here. That's what you see, Loman.
Hmm.
Okay, you can attempt. Yeah, you can attempt that. Just give me a Thaco.
Okay.
If it doesn't run time when you try to roll. All right, you're able to pull this thing off and fling it into the water, and it makes kind of a horrid mewling sound when you do, and it kind of gouts blood off of it, and you have this big welt on the side of your.
I like that.
Hmm. Yuck.
Yeah, exactly. At which
Hmm.
point. I'm just struggling, man.
Okay, take your
Take your
time.
time, dude.
I want to look at that problem. I
I
don't like
know,
that.
don't
Right.
I know the feeling
I
all
don't
too
even
well.
I want to look at that because I just did something for the rule set and it should not have caused any problem that and it's initiative related. So why that would yeah, I want to look at that. It's bothering me.
Well, just you can look at it after the game, and we can get around it pretty easily.
Yeah. Okay. So
So
Arrowwalk,
focus on the task.
you can see these things just swarming around you. Can only get to
The
about right
fuck?
there. Can only get to about right there.
You're surrounded again.
Swarming up onto the side, and then when it hits this, it just slowly starts crawling towards you. Talissa, you can see a bunch of these things. You can see their horrid, slick bodies above the mucky water kind of swarming in on Arrowwalk. And you can see that the
Okay.
gnome just flung one of these things off of himself.
Oh, I see your notification for the Initiative 6 dagger.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah. Cool.
yeah, I don't think that's what the problem is. It's something else that's going on, but I wish I could I wish I could see it locally, but I can't.
Okay. Well, Talissa said she wanted to get up on dry land,
Mm-hmm.
and so she wanted to do something like this. Yeah. Clarification.
Do you guys mind? Give me 5 minutes. I want to
Sure.
try something. Okay, just give me 5
Yeah,
minutes.
I'll get
5 minutes.
another drink.
Yeah, just give
Okay.
me 5 minutes. I want to try something really quick.
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna shut this down. I want to see something.
I was going to return, but you returned me for me.
Okay, one sec. I wonder if this is the problem. Okay. I wouldn't care so much if it wasn't for the fact that I just did something for this rule set and I don't want it to be broke. Or at least I don't want it to be something I did.
Yeah, I understand.
So I
Well,
think,
back in the day, we had to do the math by our head.
no, I
So
think I know what the problem is. Spencer, seriously. Okay. I bet you this is going to solve the problem.
we're rooting for you, buddy.
Now, Mike just messaged me. Hold on. Might have to hot fix this.
Is it widespread?
He says it's part of a change, which is I don't see how that could cause that break when I'm just spitting out. It's literally just spitting out a value. Hold on. He's gonna try to fix it. He tested local, didn't have any issues. I'm wondering if this is a OOB core issue, but for now, I'm going to add a sanity check to resolve it for now. He's gonna fix it.
What a
Yeah.
guy.
The problem, yeah, because when we and him both looked at it, I mean, this should not have caused a problem. So it's like almost like something else maybe got changed and that is fucking with it. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, that's why I if it was anything but that error message, dude, what you sent me, and what that where that error message was, I wouldn't have been bothered. But I can't focus when it's something that is something that I worked on like that because that's coming right from it.
Yeah, that's fair.
Mm. Yep.
I thought maybe because I have 2E dev development set up on here, and sometimes I forget to pull when I go onto this computer. That's the beauty of Fantasy Grounds, having to switch boxes, and forgetting to sync shit. And I have the 2E rule set on this
Yeah,
box, and sometimes I forget to pull.
I do that with my Git repositories for shit I'm working on, and then I'll make
Mm-hmm.
changes to a module,
Mm-hmm.
and then fucking do a pull, and it's like, oh, you have these changes. Do you want? I'm like, now I gotta
Yeah.
resolve.
Yep.
Mm.
I was. Yeah.
Like son of
This
a bitch.
the server's up. We can run it. we'll run this fight and we'll be good. He's gonna help me sort it out. So the server's up. Go ahead and log back in.
Okay.
Spencer's campaign. Yay. Dude, I am so freaking hungry. I feel like I got a tapeworm or something. Like every
Really?
couple hours, I'm just hungry.
You got a leech.
Yeah.
It's like,
And then that, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a
yep,
snack.
go for it.
Okay.
When you get in, babe, try roll. I want
I
to
mean, I
see
don't
if
have
it.
to check for updates or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking to him right now. Yeah. Shit happens. It's all good. It is funny though. I think I might actually tell or on because our game always falls on Tuesday and it always makes me nervous every single time. So I think when we're gonna play my game on Tuesday, let's hold off on the update. Like, you know, let's hold up on
Oh,
the update before, so I can get a chance to look around. We'll run this around and we'll see if it happens again. Maybe it won't. Talissa, you can actually do something right now. You see Loman fling one of these things off and it makes like a mewling sound.
where did it land?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
It landed in the water right here.
What's a mewling sound?
Like a horrid, screeching, disgusting sound that you think of when you think of a bunch of maggots swarming around or disgusting insects or just hordes of rats.
Whimper. It's like,
Like
okay.
squilling, mewling, horrid mewling noise is the best way I can describe it.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Yeah.
Very similar to that, but a little bit grosser than that.
It's slow getting into fantasy grounds
Yeah,
right
you're
now.
fine. I found something that I didn't like. I need to not. In fact, I'm going to change that right now. There's a setting that I need to change. I just ran into this problem for the first time tonight, and now I know why this setting exists. I wish you could search your settings too. That would be great because when you have a lot of
Yes.
the settings, it would be. But there's one setting that I need to definitely change, and it's skip. Where is it? I know it's in here, but I can't search, so I gotta look for it. Here it is. Yeah,
Skip
don't
hidden
want that on.
actor.
Skip. Yeah, I don't want that on.
I I have that on occasionally,
Yeah,
and
I
it
don't.
always bites me in the ass when I don't want it on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why I'm gonna totally keep that fucker off, cause yeah, it was throwing me around. I'm like, wait a minute, no, that's not what's happening right there. So, I might even turn this one off too. Okay, that's good. Is everybody back on? Sorry for all the technical issues and laggy tonight, but well, it's fine. It happens.
No worries, I'm back on.
Okay. Talissa, you are up.
I can't. I'm not in.
Oh, you're not in the game yet?
Mm-mm.
Might want to
It says
cancel
attempt.
and try again.
Yeah, cancel and
Okay.
come out and come back in.
Okay.
It does it that happens sometimes. It gets cached or something. Fine.
Oh, here we go. I think something. Wait.
Yeah, sometimes it does that. I noticed that too, where it will get kind of cashed out. And
It just gets hung up and then.
yeah, it's interesting. It happens when you've come in and out kind of quickly, consecutively. I've noticed it. Or when someone just puts up the
Yep.
server and then you
Yeah,
try to hit it,
yeah.
it will do that. Looks like you're
Hmm.
getting in now, babe.
Yeah, it's actually working on it now.
Yeah.
It was just stuck before.
I fucking hate leeches, man. I hate leeches and I hate slugs. Think you guys went in the right direction?
No,
Well, what makes you think that?
because it was the path most traveled, and that's the diversionary path.
Well, there were troglodyte paths or tracks here.
Yeah, but troglodytes probably don't get attacked by leeches.
Yeah, they're cold blooded, so they don't.
Maybe
Yeah, they're not
they
drawn
can
to them.
swim faster than them too. Probably.
Okay, Laura, you're in.
Okay. Where did that leech land?
Well, he
That.
landed in the water right next to Loman, and when he hit the water, he actually, I should say,
Flash.
splashed and disappeared under the water.
Okay, are there any leeches visible to me?
You can see the tops of a bunch of them heading towards and swarming on Airwalk, but you see none in your immediate area.
Okay, I'm gonna move
Why is
here.
Airlock always getting swarmed on by things?
Okay, so that's 15 feet. What's your movement? Before you do that,
It's
what's your movement?
30 within this
It's
area
quarter
because it's
movement.
9.
It's
Oh, a
quarter movement.
quarter? I thought you
Yeah.
said it was a third.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, a third. Third movement.
Okay, so I can
So,
move half movement and attack.
yep.
So if I move 15, I can attack
I can
still.
just tell you right now to if you want to get up on that bank, that's going to be your turn.
I'm getting up on the bank.
Okay? Okay, getting up on the bank kind of reveals the horror, reveals you can see one of these things slowly starting to inch its way up onto the shore. That's that one standing right in front of you. And you can see a lot of many more of these horrible things swarming, the tops of them just above the mucky water line, swarming on the Grugok. And you can also see the water just rippling over here and here, just all over the place.
Yeah, she shouts, "Get out of the water!" Although it's probably kind of obvious.
I'm trying.
Airwalk, you are a airwalk.
Airwalk's getting out of the water.
Okay.
Holding out on me.
Okay. Getting out of the water, airwalk, you can
Mhm.
see that two of these things have attached to you. So I need to do one thing here.
Fun.
I got completely sidetracked, so I needed to do this. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Attach. There we go. And this one. 5. There we go. Okay. You clear targets. It's a little bit difficult because I got
Do
it.
I get to attack any of them and try and get them off
You
like
can
Loman
try to
did?
get an attack. Absolutely.
Yeah, I
So,
want to try and get one of them off of me, at
yeah, you
least.
can absolutely do that. Just give me a Thaco on either one of them, or you can just roll a Thaco. Just roll a Thaco again, or an attack against one of them. Sorry, I didn't mean Thaco. Just go ahead and roll an attack because you have your dagger.
What is it? Oh my lord.
So you do feel a little bit lightheaded,
You
and that could
think?
be the reason why you weren't able to get this off. It's actually this. I didn't want to reveal. I had to do that after the fact so you wouldn't see your. It's hard to manage this one because you're draining the blood, but you don't
Hey,
want
Delissa,
you
check it
don't want
out. I
the.
got 2 extra appendages here.
So you got one of these things is stuck to the side of your leg, and the other one is kind of stuck on next to your belly button.
Oh, that's the one I should have rolled, damn it.
Yeah. So you get one attack with the dagger. What was the second attack for?
It was an accidental
Okay,
double click.
no worries. Okay, this thing is still just attached. Found the issue. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, I'll read it after this. So Mike found it and fixed it. It's something
Oh, nice.
OOB issue. I don't know what OOB stands for.
Out of
I'll have to
bounds.
out of
The
bounds. Oh,
memory error.
index out of bounds. Okay, I should know that. So you see one of these other things crawl up onto here, Talissa, and start inching its way towards you.
One of them's me.
You see this thing swarm in towards the fighter,
Great.
and he is going to attach. And you see this one, same thing, swarm in, swarming in. Hard to manage when you have to abstract this a little bit.
Don't druids have like some magics that they could have done to keep these things at bay?
That's a good question. Let me see.
Zadar.
Like pass without trace or something like that.
Zadar, you have your hand, your longsword. You do have a hand free, and you definitely feel one of these things. Something is sucking on your leg, and the other one is climbing up the chest underneath the plate, underneath the chest. And it's your turn.
What's about a trace is this?
Zadar. Scoot.
Oh, I keep forgetting I'm running this.
Yeah, don't worry about
Sorry.
it, dude. It's fine. That's what happens when you run two. That's what happens when you run two characters.
So is Zadar's kind of starting to feel weak as well?
No, but he saw two of these things swarm towards him, and one of them is like literally climbing up the inside of the chest plate. So it's literally squirming up and
Oh, for fuck's sake! How the
the
hell is he gonna
inside.
get rid of that? Well,
He
he's
can
gonna
attempt it.
right now if this while it's inside his chest plate with a
Well,
It's
knife.
climbing.
it started,
The
right? It's still
outside.
part of
It's
it's out.
yep. It's climbing up.
What if he
'Cause
cuts his
Toward his
Johnson
face.
off instead?
you can
Fuck!
roll an attack at it. You can try to get it off.
I'm gonna try and
Go.
get it off.
Just don't
Yeah,
fumble.
right. I do not want to explain to Tommy that. Sorry, bud.
He's a
You got
eunuch
leaves
now.
growing up there, and now you're yeah.
I'm sorry, Tommy. You cut your own dick off last night when we were swarmed by leeches.
It looked very similar. All right. So which one is it that is? Is it 3 or 7?
I would
That's getting
say
under my
it's.
armor.
I would say it's 3.
All right, make
You
sure
got
I
two
got.
clear targets. You got. I think you got yourself targeted, or maybe
Shouldn't
you're
have taken
targeting
your
the other
male
guy.
pants off.
I know.
Well, it's either
Well,
that
then he would have
or
drowned.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
It's true.
All right, here we go.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
That's a clip right there. You could stab at it from the side. Go ahead and roll damage.
Oh, for heaven's sake!
So when you do that, the thing kind of dislatches from you and hits the water. makes like a horrid mewling noise, hits the water. That's 3, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And there you go.
Where did he go?
He hit the water and
Dove.
disappeared underneath the muck.
Oh, he's under the water?
Yeah, he hit the water in a gout of blood.
And I forgot my scuba gear at home.
Yep.
No.
Okay, guys, initiatives. Terrible combat tonight, but it'll be better next time.
It's fine.
The
It's
Dar is
all good.
continuing to attack.
Okay, Talissa, you got
Airwalk
to,
is stabby stabby.
and now initiative's working.
Yeah.
Okay.
He said he fixed it, right?
Yeah, but that,
Not yet.
yeah,
Not when
not
Enter
yet in the
loaded.
We'd
game.
have to
Yeah,
update to get the fix.
yeah, we'd have to update. Yeah,
Oh.
it's just something weird.
I don't know.
That's
I'm not a software engineer, obviously.
no,
Okay.
it's fine. Well, I could have updated when I turned it off. You didn't know what I did. I deleted my local, Git version of it. So, but that's good that it's working. So,
Oh,
who
it's
do we
not working
got
for
here?
me.
It's not working for you?
Nah.
Runtime? What
Same
would you like
thing.
to do? Yeah, what would you like to do?
Just use my dagger.
Okay. I can do it for you, so it's fine.
Okay.
Beautiful. What just happened? Oh,
I
yeah.
gotta.
Yep. Ongoing.
Oh. Damn.
Ongoing. So you got
There
some,
works.
yeah, he's got these things attached to him. They're all over him. In fact, I need
Sucking
you to
blood
roll.
out of him.
Yeah, and Scoot, could you roll a percentile in the tower, please?
I'm in the tower. I want to see what it is. I'm not going to know what I'm aiming for.
No, this isn't to do with that. This is something completely different. And it does make sense for it to be in the tower at this time. Okay, Arawak, you are up.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
All right. Well, I'm trying to stabby at this one. It's on me again.
That is a hit.
Oh, thank God.
It's not too hard. It's just a little bit awkward.
Ah.
Okay, when you hit the thing, it does it just like, they seem to take little damage and they drop away. They kind of flee. So this thing, you stab it in the side and it just drops immediately, just drops into the water and disappears.
Yeah, they're in it for an easy meal, and if a meal puts up a fight, it's gonna go find an easier meal somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggle. I'll tell you the story about these things later, and I think you'd find it interesting.
Cool.
All right, Talissa, you see this thing start climbing up your shoe and
Oh no!
onto your leg, and
I have high boots on.
Yeah, well, it's climbing up. It's trying to get up your leg here, and let's see if it
Yeah.
actually connects to your skin. It does manage to get on your leg for that much, and it's attached. There we go. So you have a leech attached to your leg.
Wonderful.
This one here is, yeah, perfect. Lots.
This is why I don't freaking woods.
Yeah, seriously. Talissa, can
Mhm.
you give me a percentile on the tower, please?
Percentile is just the last one.
The last one, the far right.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
One swarms onto Zadar. He's going to try to attach himself. Misses the heavily armored fighter. Well, half heavily armored. Talissa, you're up.
Right, well, I'm attacking this one that's on my leg.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. It's number 2. It's attached to the inner part of your thigh.
Yeah, I don't like this.
Something interesting about these things that you guys have noticed is that
Why
all you
did
can really.
Talissa's armor break?
It didn't.
Yeah, it just
See
did.
here, Talissa's leather
Uh,
armor soaks 1 damage and takes 1 damage. Talissa's armor breaks.
I don't see it broke on here, but
Oh
I see.
yeah, it says it breaks.
Yeah, I don't see it broke, but there,
Well,
I
her
fixed
armor
it.
shouldn't even absorb that damage if it's attached to her skin.
Yeah, that's true. Like I'm thinking about turning that off. To be honest with you guys, and just winging it. I'm thinking about turning the armor damage off. But yeah, I fixed it for you. It wasn't even broke, so why it was saying broke, it wasn't. It only had one point that was off of it. It wasn't broke yet. But
And
all right. What was I saying, man? Sorry, I got sidetracked there again.
I'm supposed to be attacking with my dagger, but then I really wish I would have chosen my sickle because it's a lot better.
Well, that's
What?
just
But
that's
whatever. Here we go. Ah.
But could you
so
swing a sickle against your body?
Well,
Isn't
can't
a
you just
sickle
like
can't.
big?
pick it? Can't you just like
You could use it to try to
use it
scrape.
like a dagger?
You could use it to
Yeah,
try
like
to scrape
scrape
the
it.
thing off or hook it. And, again, what I'm imagining is even with the longsword, I'm imagining you kind of using the blade and trying to pry it off
Scrape
or,
it off.
kill,
Yeah.
scrape off. That's what I'm
Yeah.
imagining. Not, like using it like you
Just hack
normally
and
would.
slash.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not like exactly.
So there
I
was some,
missed anyway.
yeah, but there was something I was going to say and I got completely whatever. Okay. So you see this thing start climbing up your boot. Attaching itself to you. Now you have 2 leeches attached to you.
No.
No.
Airwalk, this thing is coming for you.
Why? Don't you know that elf blood doesn't taste good?
And he's okay. I know what I was going to say. So it starts climbing up your leg, but it can't find purchase because it's climbing up, it can't find any open skin to attach to. Here's what I was going to say. One thing that's interesting about these things is that the bite, you can't feel anything.
Yeah.
All you feel is a pressure and you don't feel anything after
Yeah.
that.
They secrete an anesthetic.
Yeah. Yep.
Is it like a poison?
I don't know.
It's
You're the
it's
druid. You tell me.
it's kind of
Okay.
like mosquitoes do that too, right? They have a numbing agent in when they bite.
He's attached. Loman.
Okay, I'm gonna move over, and can I reach this one that's attacking Zadar with my staff?
You can try. It's attached to him. You could
Oh,
try
that
to.
one's attached to him.
Yeah.
Can I try and like scrape it off
That.
with the staff?
You could try it. You
Yeah.
could try.
God.
In fact, those 2 are both attached to him. One's climbing up his neck.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. He's got 2 attached to him.
Well, I'll let him do the one on his neck. I don't want to like go astray. Oh no.
Okay. Can you give me? Can you roll damage, please?
Oh my god, we're
Okay.
gonna die in the swamp from by leeches.
So first off, Loman tries to pick Zadar's pocket. Now he's trying to slit his throat.
Mhm. Let's see here.
And see, yeah,
Can you
this is
roll
gonna
in
be
it?
fun. This is
Can
gonna
you
be
roll
fun
an
role play.
attack roll against Zadar, please?
Okay.
Oh,
You all you it looks like it's going to clip the fighter in his face, but at the last minute he moves his face out of the way and is able to avoid the hit
looking
with
over
yours.
at Loman, he's like,
Yeah.
What's your problem, boy?
Can you give me a dexterity?
Sure.
You can do it in the open. Okay, you almost slip and fall into the muck, but at the very last minute are able to put the quarterstaff down and secure purchase.
Okay.
Zadar.
Hmm.
Starting to feel a little bit lightheaded.
Step away for a minute again.
You have 2 leeches attached to you.
Well, it's ours to know if the leeches are more dangerous than the little guy. Jeez. He's gonna try and knock this.
This
leech
is your
7
2
off of him
attack
now.
round, by the way.
Yep,
So
I
you're
know.
going to get both of them at the same time here.
Yeah.
That would have been a hit.
Miss.
Yeah. No, that would have been a hit.
Oh, I'm dropping them on.
Yep. So that actually winds up getting the thing pried off of you. And just like the other individual creatures, it
He
drops
last
away.
in line.
Yeah, and I need to do one thing. It's a lot of management right here because I got things attached to other things and I have to keep track of it. So it's a lot to.
Do I need to delay?
You don't. You're last in line. So I'm just making sure that the effect is correct on you. Go ahead and take your other attack.
As I go to look at the other one, I'm looking right at Loman, like right in the eyes of Loman.
Loman is still kind of slipped on the edge. I mean,
Oh, well, I'm
as this
watching
is going
Loman
on,
slipping and sliding on the
yeah,
edge.
he's slipping and sliding in the muck. He almost went headlong in there trying to help you out.
Oh, that's why that was okay.
You're able to take. You actually get the side of the blade underneath the chest, and just annihilate this thing. And just a gout of blood just kind of squirts out.
Man, that
Almost.
motherfucker's got a lot of hit points.
Yeah, they're giant slugs, giant. And I even do variable, which gives you guys a better chance of them being low, right? Like I don't do the 80% plus. They're 2 hit die creatures. But luckily I don't know if you could call them cowardly. They're not really cowardly. They're just, you said it perfectly. They're just in it for the
It's
meal.
expensive. It's expensive to have to fight for a meal. If you
Yeah.
can get a free meal, you're gonna
That's
take
what
free meal
leeches
over
do. And it even describes all of this. Like, and when they're kind of difficult to run, to be honest, because you got to track who's attached to what, and I've never run them. So let's see. That is the end of the round, which puts us at the top of the 3rd round.
Can Talissa switch to her sickle at
She
this
can.
point?
She can.
Okay, she's
And
gonna
I'll
try
roll.
to scrape them off with her sickle.
Okay. I just rolled that for you.
Thank you.
Zadar, longsword.
Yeah. Let me see
Okay.
if he can roll his own initiative.
Yeah, try it.
Yep.
That's fucking bizarre.
Airwalk dagger.
And you just were able to roll yours too.
Yep.
All right. Dwayne had to go away. I think he's back though. Yes, he's back.
Yep.
Okay. Getting sucked at. Oh wait. No, he's not. Here. He would get that back. He would get that back. That's not fair. Let's give that back to him. There we go. Vidar. You can see Talissa and Arawak being swarmed up on the hill.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna grab Loman
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to wade us both across.
Perfect.
Okay.
And when we get close to there, I'm gonna toss Loman onto the beachhead.
Fastball
It's gonna be
special.
it's gonna be difficult. Where are you gonna exactly are you gonna toss him? There's not a lot of
Wherever he'll
room.
land.
There's not a lot of yeah.
I
There's
don't
not a lot.
care. I'm
There's not a
tossing
lot.
him up there.
I don't
Okay,
need a lot
okay,
of room.
He
okay.
Toss
can
him on my
tumble.
shoulders.
So you're gonna bowling ball him into everybody. Got it. Okay. Okay. You can get movement wise. You can get to the end and attempt that.
I'm definitely taking this
Okay,
moment.
7 feet. Go ahead and do a. So you've got him with you. So
Oh yeah.
go ahead and give me a.
I'm trying
What's
to
your
toss
strength?
him. I'm trying to toss him like right there.
What's your strength?
Um,
17.
it's 18,100.
He
No,
can do that.
17.
He can do
17.
that. You don't even need a. Just give me the roll anyway. In fact, give me a dexterity instead of a strength.
And I'll use my tumbling.
Okay, go ahead and give me that in the tower.
Okay.
Actually, you can give me that out in the open.
Ooh, right on the dot.
Wow. Okay. Where exactly did you want to land, or where do you want to get him, Zadar? Up there, just up there,
I
Yeah,
got my
maybe
arrow.
in behind Talissa. Actually, I have to step
right
away
there.
for another second here.
Yep.
Yeah, right there.
Yep.
That's where you can
Right
land.
there.
Okay. Which means the flying gnome. I'm gonna let him actually try to do something. So I'm gonna have him help since he's had to step away. He's going to try to pry this thing off at a -1.
Who? Zadar?
No, Loman.
Well,
No.
not Loman's turn
Why
yet.
is it?
Why is the arrow? Oh, never mind, man. Yeah, sorry. It's Zadar's turn. Never mind.
That would finish all he could do. So
Yeah, I was looking at the arrow, the initiative arrow on Loman, and for whatever
that's
reason,
the who has target. Yeah.
yeah. So Airwalk is being drained to shit. He's got, let's
Okay.
Arrow's
see.
about to die.
Holy shit.
He's got 3 leeches on him.
He's got 2 leeches on him.
You
Oh,
mean one
jeez.
now, right?
Do you have any like healing potions
One.
or
I'm
anything?
sorry. You have one. Yes. Sorry. 1 leech on you. God, man.
How would...
Yeah, we do. We do have healing potions and other such variety of healing.
So should
Airwalk.
he have taken 2 drains
He's
last
just
round?
got one, right?
He's
No,
only
he
had
shouldn't.
one.
He
And he rolled
shouldn't.
2 dice for me.
Here.
Oh shit!
Whoa!
Now he's dead.
There you go.
Oh,
Holy fuck! Gotta keep my mouth shut. He's like, "Fuck you, man."
No, it's just I'm just okay. So
I do
yeah,
like
no,
my death token. All
no,
right,
it's
well, I'm
good.
trying to knock this other
Yeah,
one off of me now.
You only had one attached to you, so that's correct. Okay, go for it.
I'm working on it.
God, better kill that thing. You're gonna.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oh.
What'd you hit? This is,
I didn't hit
Nothing.
you,
shit, man. Why
are
am I
you
not?
rolling
I
with the?
must be.
Yeah, you just
I've
barely
got.
missed that thing.
I've got like. It's confused between me having Zadar or
Zadar and
Airwalk
the other.
targeted.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible running too. That's fine. That's attached. Loman, you can see that your Grugok friend is trying to.
Yeah.
He's tried unsuccessfully twice to peel this thing off of his body, and he's
Put me out
struggling.
of my misery, little guy.
There's
yeah.
blood everywhere.
I'll try and take it off him.
Okay,
Scrape
what
it
do you
off.
have? Your
Quarters.
dagger.
I have my staff. Just trying to like
Okay,
Trying to just beat the
wedge.
damn thing.
you're trying to like push it off.
Yeah,
You're
like
trying to.
where it's attached. I want to like push the end of the staff in and like push
Okay,
it off of him.
that makes sense. Yeah, go ahead and give me a roll with that. Yeah, you
Yep.
yeah. So which way are you facing? Are you facing you're
Oh,
facing like this?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So when you do that, this thing you actually fling it off and it lands in the
On
pool.
Zadar.
Right here. No, it lands right next to Zadar.
Okay.
No blood, but it actually disappears. It hits the water and kind of submerges under the water. Talissa, you starting to feel a little weak?
Oh no, Talissa, you don't want that.
Okay. No, I don't. I don't want that. And so I'm going to
And I'll fix everybody's armor, and I'm going to turn that off for next game because
try to get this leech off of my thigh here.
Oh, dude, I got like maybe 10 more minutes in me.
no, we're done after this, man. I'm terrible tonight. I'm bummed out. I ran the game like shit, but it
No,
happens.
no,
Fine,
you're
dude.
way too hard on yourself, dude.
Yeah, it is good, Spencer.
No,
Stop it.
I'm just distracted as shit.
Yeah, it's fine. We're all having fun.
Yeah.
Okay, so did you hit it? You did hit it. Okay,
I
so
did, thank God.
so leech 2. Yeah. Go ahead and roll damage.
I already did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I
Okay.
rolled 3.
Roll it again. Roll it again.
So this thing so this
I
thing
should have taken
detaches
the
and
opportunity.
drops to the ground, but it kind of just sits there and looks like it's going to start crawling back at you.
No. I squish it with my boot.
Oh, nice.
Go ahead and give me a strength.
Some nature lover you are.
Give me a,
Everything but
it's
leeches.
interesting. Give me a strength. I like it.
Strength, okay.
Yeah, you try to step on this thing with your heel, but it kind of slips off the side of it and into the muck. So you tried to pound your foot down on top of it, but you kind of missed the mark.
I'm trying to say trying to
Well,
complete,
that's
but
not
it's
good.
not doing anything.
Zidar. Or no, this is the other leech. Too many of these things. No. No. Okay,
Airwalk with
guys.
the dagger. Zadar with the longsword.
Okay, I gotta do that for everybody.
Airwalk can roll his own, looks like still.
Okay, then he got a 5.
Wait, I can do it now.
That's all good. Airwalk is 5.
Zadar's 10. 3 attacks this round. 2 attacks this round, sorry. Not 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 2. That would be awesome if you could get 3. All right, Loman, you are up.
Okay. I'll try and do the same thing with one on Talissa.
Mm-hmm.
Number 1.
Okay. You only see 2 in the immediate area, and in fact, the water is not. The ripples seem to have dispersed.
That missed.
That's a miss. Go ahead and end your turn. Airwalk, you don't have anything attached to you anymore, so what was that, 1? Here.
Yeah, it was 1.
And there's nowhere I can get.
There you go.
I guess I'm just gonna.
You can go in the water.
No, you can.
Fuck
Yeah,
that!
go in the water.
Are you crazy?
I don't
You
know if
don't.
any of us
I'm
are
gonna
gonna
wait
go in
till
the water
something
after
comes out of the
this.
water and stab it.
Zidar.
Zadar's already in the water, so he's gonna make his way over to here and whack this giant leech too. Actually, you know what? He's gonna actually move. over to here
What's his
so that he
movement?
could get 120. I think.
Jesus. No, it's 9. So 1/3.
Oh well, he would have set his
30.
backpack down, obviously,
Did he?
Where, in the
In the
water?
water?
on the beachhead over there.
Okay. I'll give that to you just for the sake of moving it along. But yeah, so you want to get right there and get at
Toss
number
it.
1?
I want to get at number 2, and if I can, get at number 1 next.
Okay. You can
That's
do
his
that.
goal. Is to help Talissa.
There you go.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me attacks on those.
All right, let me make sure I got him targeted. Now target the leech, then make the attack. And oh,
I
I'm
think
trying to
you
roll initiative.
I think you got
Oh
both
shit!
targeted.
What the hell?
No. What do you
Did I
hit?
have both?
Oh, no, you missed. Wait, no, you hit
No,
both
you
No,
of
you
hit.
them.
hit both of them.
Did I have both of them targeted?
The same roll. Yeah. That's awesome. Two nines.
Yeah, they're
Yeah,
both
go ahead.
Oh,
targeted.
Yeah,
I
it's
need
all right.
only
Yeah, go
have
ahead.
one targeted for damage.
Yeah, that's fine.
Still had them
Oh,
both.
I'm gonna say you just got him off and call it.
A
I'm gonna
cleave?
say, yeah,
Haha.
I'm gonna say you got them all. Or you're both off. I'm gonna say that. You don't
those
see
were
any.
both on Talissa, or only one of them? I don't
Only
remember.
one of them. You got one of them
Okay.
off, and it started to crawl back up your foot.
God,
Is what
Oh,
sorry
happened.
that's
about
right.
that.
No, you're
Sorry,
fine.
Talissa.
I needed to
I
wrap it up
say.
anyways. I needed to wrap it up anyways. The You don't see any more ripples in the fetid pools at the moment. They seem to have dispersed. Again, these things, like as soon as they take any type of damage, they seem to just drop away and try to vacate the premises because you're no longer an easy meal for them. The
Yeah,
But Airwalk, you definitely feel very lightheaded.
I'm about
Um,
to die, dude.
some of you, again, the bite of these things has an antiseptic, right, and a
And,
numbing agent. You can't
yeah.
feel anything. So some of you, again, I mean, you could have other leeches on you that you don't know about.
I'm
Um,
thoroughly checking myself for leashes.
In order to do that, you're going to have to strip down. In your case, you're not wearing any
Pretty
armor.
easy.
It's going to be,
yeah,
but for for the
Wah.
fighter, it's going to take a good 5 minutes to get all that off with help.
Sure, but it's important.
There's enough room up on top of this little knoll right here to actually move around. It's not super roomy up here, but there's enough room for the 4 of you to actually
Yeah.
set things down and kind of make use of the space. And Loman, you are healing everybody right
Yes.
now? Okay.
Anybody got a torch to light up and just burn these things off?
You, Talissa, you do find 3 or 4 other leeches. One of them is actually under your armpit. They
Ooh!
actually like climbed up into your leather armor. You're gonna have to, in order to, like, the easiest way to remove the things would probably be with a small blade or knife.
I'm gonna use my dagger and just pick that thing off.
And you would know that the way to, how to properly remove a leech is you want to get the blade underneath the
Break
head
it.
and kind of pull it off. Yes, exactly. Loman, you find 2 on your inner leg. These are small leeches compared to the gigantic, foot and a half long leeches that you just encountered. These are like
Yep.
tiny ones. So the entire area appears to be a leech nest. Um, Zadar does find a few on his stomach. They couldn't get up underneath his clothing easily, in the chest area, but removing the greaves, they actually were able to
We had his
miraculously.
greaves off.
Yeah, his
Remember.
greaves off. Yeah.
He had them
So
off.
yeah, that's what I said.
Okay.
Removing the greaves, they were able to easily get in there, or
Oh,
more easily get in there.
gotcha.
So you all found multiple leeches on you. You all had to strip down almost naked on here to check. Everybody had to check each other for leeches, and yeah, it was a good time.
Gonna have to start
Yeah.
checking for ticks too.
So Should we?
And we're all stuck on this little island.
So
Yeah,
and I don't know if I want to go back in that water.
I'll tell you this about this
This is where
pool.
the adventure ends.
So
Right. We starved to death on the island.
about this fetid pool, literally like the fetid pool area is literally right where you guys stepped in. I would say that the trail ends probably like 15 or 20 feet up, north of where you guys are right now. And that's where it starts to become these pools, right? So you're not too far back from the entrance, is what I'm saying. You haven't wandered too far into these pools, these pool-like areas.
Mm-hmm.
so we should.
Yeah.
Should we head back? Because we don't want to
Yeah, right.
go through this.
Well, seriously, I mean, if it seems like it's going to be like this the whole way.
Well, I can tell you again, this area, just looking around, you don't see any, how do I put this? In the immediate area, you don't see any easy way around this type of environs. You see that there's more of the same looking like pool like areas, pooled water areas without any, paths, just small little islands like this,
So we should
all
probably
in the immediate area.
head back and try the other path.
You see,
Yeah, I'm game
I
for that.
wonder. Fuck.
I don't want to battle. I don't want leeches. I don't want any more leeches on me.
We don't want to go through this unless we really have to. So let's go try the other path. See if it takes us anywhere. If not, then we'll have to come back here.
Yeah, with a raft or a canoe or something.
Yeah.
Now we need to build a raft.
you don't see any bones or anything else in the area. I mean, it just, besides, of course, this right
Yeah.
here. But,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, again, the water is just very stagnant here. The few tracks that you guys did see, they definitely look reptilian in nature. I mean, it could be, they look very similar to the troglodyte prints that you guys have seen before. But Arawak especially knows that this area there's many like reptiles that live in the swamp. You got gigantic turtles, you got lizard folk. It could be anyone, numerous denizens of the swamp. They are large tracks.
Well, I mean, they probably went this way, but maybe there's an alternate. We should use that alternate route.
Okay.
Is the leeches aren't going to wouldn't bother the trogs, but they're
Um,
definitely bothering me.
yeah, and they
Yeah.
bother the people they bring here, right? They wouldn't bring people through here because the leeches would start picking them up.
Oh, that's
Yep.
true.
And then as far as healing goes, what do we have, Loman? As far as did you expend all your cures?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Oh, thank you for.
I will say that you guys feel rather exhausted. You're gonna need to rest for at least 10 minutes. And this is after, you've stripped down. You just went through all this shit. You've stripped down and you were wading through all this crap. So we'll go 10 minutes. And the ball is in your court. You can proceed back up the way you came or proceed forward south or
I
down
need to
south.
drop out of here.
Go for
At
it.
this point,
That's cool.
I
Yep,
need to
that's
get
cool.
to bed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
9:30, so we'll call it there, man. And thank you guys all for.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was
I would
fun.
say I would say when we're sitting here on this little island, we're all just kind of sitting back to backs and watching
Huddled.
for any leaks.
Yeah.
We're like, yeah, so that we're looking at
That's
all north, east, south, and west, just looking
that's
for
kind
any
of
leeches.
that's kind of what I envisioned. You
Hmm.
guys are like huddled up on this little knoll
Yeah,
in the
looking
middle of
out.
these rancid pools, and yeah, you don't see any rippling right now. I think they may be they're not mindless of creatures. They just they do have a sense of survival. So maybe they've learned their lesson for now.
All right. Well,
We have
that was actually really cool.
Hmm.
Getting attacked by
nightmares.
leeches.
Uh,
Love them.
Yeah, those are kind of hard to run.
Yes.
Swarm are hard to run. All right, you guys. Well,
This is a
thank you
good
so
time to
much,
call
man.
it.
Yep, let's call it, and we'll get that bugger fixed.
Well, it
I'm
was
curious
no
about
bugs
that.
for me.
It stopped.
Yeah.
Yeah, it started working. It was like a
Yeah.
glitch.
Like maybe we just needed to reset.
Yeah, I'm curious what the fuck is going on with that. We'll figure it out. All right,
Yeah,
you
we'll
guys.
figure
Well,
it out.
yep.
You got it.
All right, guys. Well, I'll talk to you in a
Okay.
bit.
Yeah,
Thanks
thanks.
again.
Yep. Thank you.
Us.
Talk to you
Good
guys
night.
soon. Good
Good
night.
night.
Cheers.
Games at your best.
And your stream was good. Sorry for trying to raid and run, but welcome in, Raiders. I'm Square Malix. I have frequently played D&D. I've streamed D&D. It's my first time playing Baldur's Gate. I'm a DM IRL. Love D&D. 10 out of 10. Would D&D again. Celestian, thank you for the follow. I need to go. I don't know. North. Over here, maybe? It's this way. This way. Back into the camp, I guess. You're playing 2E? I've never played anything outside of 5E, actually. Oh my gosh. Yes.
The stars tonight. Smile and pain will fade away.
I love her.
Words of mine will change. No,
Can I keep her?
come. More like butchering. Don't know why I bother. I know I should be packing up, but I need to finish this song. It's important.
Oh my god, I love her. Don't snatch the loot out of her hands and smash it. It's me.
It can't hurt. I have an extra loot, if you want.
Can I switch characters?
If not over.
Oh! Havoc! Havoc, thank you so much for the raid. Good to see you, dude. How are you? What were you doing? What were you playing? How was your stream? Welcome in, Raiders. If I leave, can I... Yeah.
Blood. No, never mind.
Dance upon the stars tonight. More like butchering. I know I should be packing up, but it can't hurt. My teacher, Lihala.
Mihala.
She loved dancing. Had 2 left feet, mind. I remember waking
Amazing.
up one night on the road.
What's
and
up,
seeing
lady?
her
What's up, everybody?
dancing beneath
Oh,
the
you were playing
stars.
D&D as well?
A
Nice,
huge
nice, nice, nice,
smile
nice,
on
nice,
her
nice, nice, nice,
face.
nice.
Thinking of it now, my heart hurts. And my words just seem to crumble
Aww.
like ash. Wait.
Aww.
Words of mine will turn to ash. That's perfect. That it's okay. That I'll be okay.
She's so cute.
And thank you for everything.
Can I please keep her?
Moon, moon reminds me of your grace. All the love I can't repay.
Is she in love with her
Right.
teacher? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she's gonna serenade me. Oh. Yes, mommy. my gosh, I love her. Dang, this is so cool. She's so cool. Please tell me I get to keep her. Oh my god, stop it. Wow.
The stars tonight, smile and pain will fade away. Words of mine will turn to ash when you call the
Am I still streaming?